tired of my crap. But if I get her back, then I'll trade my old stack. Then I'll make it back. I see you on your Insta looking cute, but calm down, cause I'll put you in that kind of the groove. And yet she telling me this and telling me that. I miss the days up in ill earn sipping on yeah, and I've been running her down, need my energy back. And now she's saying that it's peak, that I ain't getting her back. But girl, I need you back on my team, boo. Cause them I can't treat you, love you or feed you or please you. Look, I ain't shifting the blame. Only gal that I had that didn't care about the fame, that's why she wavy. She wavy, man, I say that's why she wavy. Wavy, she be looking like a maybe. So will I hit it, maybe, a maybe, yeah.
I said she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Said she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Looking wavy, wavy. I said she looking wavy, wavy, looking wavy, wavy. I said she looking wavy, wavy, yeah.
Purchase your track now.
I don't wanna, but the shit is getting. Said she looking like a. I don't wanna, but the shit is getting. Looking wavy. Said she looking wavy. Looking wavy. Said she looking wavy. Yeah.
MTV's the maddest beat.
The music just turns me on.
Oh, when you turn my way, I didn't know what to say. Oh, when you turn my way, I didn't know what to say.
I'ma give you a taste of what you've been waiting for till the night's over. Ooh, I know we're thinking the same thing. I know you wanna get with me. Ooh, I know we're thinking the same thing. I know we're thinking the same thing.
But Mixwell still has to sneak his way out of A main, and he's got company from behind. That nade right over the top isn't going to do anything but a fast flick on 1 of the second. Mixwell blasts his way out of that situation with a pair of frags and 28 HP to his name. Now he needs to rotate towards the B bomb site. He's only got 10 seconds left on the clock. I'm not sure he's got enough time for this one. That bomb takes 4 seconds to plant and he needs to get it last possible second. How does he manage it? Now the rotate has to come through. A 1 versus 3 that seemed impossible earlier now seems almost probable. It might be pistol in hand to try and crack this one. Makes his way through. It's Deagle out instead. Him closing up the distance. Even behind in the flick.
3v1. They're on the site. Bomb isn't there though. Full rotation gonna be coming in here as he goes all the way to B site. One last member, Freiberg, 1v2. He's able to take down one. The bomb is planted. Freiberg actually just gets spotted right as he zooms out of the scope. He does have the up. The one-shot potential is there. He misses. Freiberg gets one. 1v1. Freiberg now. He's on the site. He gets one. And he gets the headshot and the defuse. Are you freaking kidding me, Freiberg?
Oh yeah!
Oh, whoa, whoa! Andrew, Andrew, Andrew! The Deagle Blaze picking up too.
Now in a 2 versus 3, they need to stop this bomb from being defused, but he's hidden away in cover, and these USPSs can't connect with the shots. Zinkin is still alive and wasting plenty of time. Sorry, has to hold it up and defend his teammate, but Zinkin's going for these shots. He's trying to do it, but Sorry's still on this bomb. He finally gets the defuse. The shots hit just an instant too late. He is waiting in Nexa with an instant assassination. They spot out Kicker as well. He goes for the cross, and well, this is the flash over to allow the peak for Otto. But yeah, what a nuts shot! Kicker, he's gone.
For Otto, but yeah, what a nuts shot!
Going to be coming in. Oh, the jump going to be able to get them some information. The flash is going to be there, but now's the time to be aggressive. And Hunden's preoccupied at the moment. A couple of members already going to be storming the site. Freiberg takes one down. Hunden and Acker combine together to get another one, but it doesn't matter. Finally, Hunden able to take one down. He turns around, and Hunden gets 3 quick kills in a row while he's wounded. Where was this in the first half? Are you freaking kidding me?
Trying to tap him away. Stuff in hit. Can't find it. Not very aggressive this time. He's trying to smoke and he finds the second flick. Oh, the third knock! Hitting everything. Almost hits the fourth. Lethal and brutal on this B-bomb site. He doesn't really know that he's not defusing just yet. He has to bait out the second man as well. There's the kit and the smoke. I think he might be able to do this. He does bait him out. Oh, there's the headshot! Nicely done, Existence Galaxy. We've got Relaxer coming from behind. He's on short.
Goodbye.
There's the opener shot hit. The bomb is planted right for him. He's got this angle nailed down and lined up. They need to just bait a shot out of it.
Goodbye.
And oh, there it is, but he nails it straight up. So just before the Molotov goes down, he needs to stop this. Oh, and he has stopped the defuse from coming in. Another shot from Relaxer, who does everything. A quad kill, a 1 versus 4 on the A bomb site, and that is map and match point. And now ZywOo in a 1 versus 2. He needs to breach open here, and he does spot out Freeman. There comes the crossfire, and ZywOo, they both miss. I don't know how this is even able to happen, but with the AWP place, ZywOo's able to find both. Unbelievable. ZywOo, 30 seconds left. Hayes shoots one right over the top line and leaves ZywOo in a crucial 1 versus 3. He gets tagged by the flash, and through the smoke, Case just gets caught off guard. He's able to do damage and stay alive for now another ZywOo 1v2. This time to finish off the entirety of Inferno and to push them through to Nuke 1-0 up. Oh, there's a headshot. Oh, another one. ZywOo, how does he even manage it time after time? They go through to Nuke 1-0 up. Immediately in the flank, Poggers have the single USPS on tobacco at the back of this B-bomb, so they obviously need this pickup. Sprout not finding the initial headshots though. It's the Deagles picking instead. Tobacco towards the back of this side, gonna nail another one, and it's only Dennis remaining. He's trying to close in, and Tobacco sideswipes him and finds the headshot. 4-12. Poggers stays in. charging him down. MBK with a opening headshot, quicker drops. I don't know if they know that this AWP is up close and personal, but they certainly do now. Jane fires in, there's a second shot. Oh, and Jane does everything. Lines up 3 and 4 players. Unbelievable. The A bomb site gets shut down. How does he manage it? Every single angle covered. The bomb planted at the A bomb site, and Avantgarde with opportunities to close his series off. Now, Kicker, he's challenged up close and personal. There's a follow-up headshot. Just Sirison to keep this one alive, and he has the AWP posted in his hand. Follow-up flick. There's the first, and he has time on this clock. The Molotov placed, and that is nicely poised. Sanji here on the defuse. It's Sirison trying to bait the player out, but Sanji doesn't go for the peak. Instead, it's the AWP loading and the headshot. Sirison, can he find this bomb? Yeah, there it is.
Do anything so far, and this might all be over. They have to go for the they have to go for the 4, sorry, in this 17th, and Swisher, he puts We're Going A. What an absolute joker. And obviously they are, but ripping straight through once again. There are the shots. Swisher as well, dealing a damaging blow to both their, well, economy, their faces, and also their pride. This has been a very one-sided game. Monty last alive, and they're just going to try and finish him off. 15-2. This one's over. And Tempo Storm's mid-control has really just not come up with any results. Trying to get that AK. He's still not got it. He's going to run out of bullets before he gets here. He's actually going to give up on the AK.
You're too slow.
Shots outside. He's good in his positions. And look at him isolate these frags. What an ace right there. With a headshot. Nexa now has to fire back, and he does with 2. He's still alive, and he's got plenty of HP. It's the Glock instead. Shots 1, 2, 3. All headshots and all shots. Vintage stuff in the back of the B bomb site.
It's really down to HS to be the majority of this defense here. He needs to really heat up and hit some headshots here. Exactly like what it says on the tin. There's the first one. Nice flick upwards, and HS doing all the damage. What was that? HS with a quad kill. He's going absolutely off the rails.
Just 40 seconds on the clock. Shocks instantly going to peek into this one. Pick it open. Freiburg finding 1, but Shock's able to counter. S-Tag finds another, and it's Lucky versus 2 to keep G2 in this series. An instant headshot does give him a bomb plan, and our 1 versus 1 against Stavin, who's straight through this smoke, and Lucky needs to find a finishing frag, gets tagged up. Stav knows exactly where this T-Threat is playing from, but what a headshot. It's overtime. Another man going down, and it is only Shazam left. 1 versus 3 here. This is a deadly dangerous display that I don't think is going to come to fruition. He's got 30 seconds to try and find this bomb plant, and he does so, but he needs all 3 frags right here. Shazam, there's the first. Back between boxes, and a great flick for the second. He knows that Fugly is closing in, but with the AK-47, he could actually finish off this map right here. Shazam needs the 3rd and final pickup, but this has to be a fast shot. Misses, and now he can close in, but it's the no-scope. Shazam, unbelievable stuff. He is getting shot in the
face, mainly by Tolnu, who has been the star player so far. Remember, we pointed out and highlighted MBK. Such a solid, consistent player, but instead it's LDLC finding the headshots. Then with 2, 3, 4 frags. What was that spray down? Ramp gets shut down, and he is going for the ace. Knows where the 5th and final man is. It's Apex. Throws the rifle right over the top, but he gets sprayed as well, and it's a beautiful ace over by Ramp.
E1. Clutch scenario. Order. Really looking for another round right here. Valiance is one shot away with any gun to die.
Oh my goodness! INS shoots right over his head. Oh my god, he was one bullet away. And suddenly it's 9-1. Valiant showing off some backwards bunny hopping skills. Oh, that was right above his head.
Backs off after nailing one, and it shocks through the back and mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel, and that is classic vintage Shoxy right there. 12-12 equalizer, could actually force up a third map here.
Nailing one, shocks through the back and mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel.
We've got Relaxer coming from behind. He's on short.
Goodbye.
There's the opener shot hit. The bomb is planted right for him. He's got this angle nailed down and lined up. They need to just bait a shot out of him.
Goodbye.
And, oh, there it is, but he nails it straight up. So just before the Molotov goes down, he needs to stop this. Oh, and he has stopped the defuse from coming in. Another shot from Relaxer, who does everything. A quad kill, a 1 versus 4 on the A bomb site. And that is map and match point.
Avant-Garde, they are losing precious players towards this A-bomb site. The C4 finally getting downed, as it is just James left. It was the star, and that's a pair of headshots to show us exactly why. MBK just holding down the angle, and he could very easily find the pickups, but it's the Glock instead. What a quad kill there to start things off today. And Avant-Garde starting off incredibly strong. Minute 40 on the clock. We'll see a 30th round here. Oh, and Jane, what a stunning tracer shot there. Apex drops. And how does he do it, Jane? Another just lining up faces. Vitality peeking into this dangerous crosshair. And now Zaiwu has to battle back twice as hard. Charging him down. MBK with a opening headshot, quicker drops. I don't know if they know that this AWP is up close and personal, but they certainly do now. Jane fires in, there's a second shot. Oh, and Jane does everything. Lines up 3 and 4 players. Unbelievable. The A-bomb site gets shut down. How does he manage it? Every single angle covered.
Oh, what's this? Oh my god, it's over. That's over. Mal's career is over. Mal can never play Counter-Strike again. I don't care what happens. He can never play Counter-Strike ever again. That's it. Done.
Watch this. It's not over yet.
Can't get him off that thing. Up all night he is.
Stamina. Don't underestimate it.
Dedication! Ready, let's go! That's just what we need!
Now in a 2 versus 3, they need to stop this bomb from being defused, but he's hidden away in cover, and these USPSs can't connect with the shots. Zinkin is still alive and wasting plenty of time. Zori has to hold it up and defend his teammate, but Zinkin's going for these shots. He's trying to do it, but Zori's still on this bomb. He finally gets the defuse. The shots hit just an instant too late.
He is waiting in Nexa with an instant assassination. They spot out Kicker as well. He goes for the cross, and well, this is the flash over to allow the peak for Otto. But yeah, what a nuts shot! Kicker, he's gone.
For Otto, but yeah, what a nuts shot!
Going to be coming in. Oh, the jump going to be able to get them some information. The flash is going to be there, but now's the time to be aggressive. And Hunden's preoccupied at the moment. A couple of members already going to be storming the site. Freiberg takes one down. Hunden and Acker combine together to get another one, but doesn't matter. Finally, Hunden able to take one down. He turns around, and Hunden gets 3 quick kills in a row while he's wounded. Where was this in the first half? Are you freaking kidding me?
Trying to tap him away. Stuff in the pit. Can't find him. Not very aggressive this time. He's trying to smoke and he finds the second weak. Oh, the third! Not hitting everything. Almost hits the fourth. Beautiful and brutal on this B-bomb site. He doesn't really know that he's not defusing just yet. He has to bait out the second man as well. There's the kit and the smoke. I think he might be able to do this. He does bait him out. Oh, there's the headshot! Nicely done, Existence Galaxy. We've got Relaxer coming from behind. He's on short.
Goodbye.
There's the opener shot hit. The bomb is planted right for him. He's got this angle nailed down and lined up. They need to just bait a shot out of him.
Goodbye.
Here, and oh, there it is, but he nails it straight up. So just before the Molotov goes down, he needs to stop this. Oh, and he has stopped the defuse from coming in. Another shot from Relaxer, who does everything. A quad kill, a 1 versus 4 on the A bomb site, and that is map and match point. And now Zai Wu in a 1 versus 2. He needs to breach open here, and he does spot out Freeman. There comes the crossfire, and Zai Wu, they both miss. I don't know how this is even able to happen, but with the AWP place, Zai Wu's able to find both. Unbelievable. Zai Wu, 30 seconds left. Hayes shoots one right over the top line and leaves Zai Wu in a crucial 1 versus 3. He gets tagged by the flash, and through the smoke, Case just gets caught off guard. He's able to do damage and stay alive for now another Zai Wu 1v2. This time to finish off the entirety of Inferno and to push them through to Nuke 1-0 up. Oh, there's a headshot. Oh, another one. Zai Wu, how does he even manage it time after time? They go through to Nuke 1-0 up. Immediately in the flank, Poggers have the single USPS on tobacco at the back of this B-bomb site. They obviously need this pickup. Sprout not finding the initial headshots though. It's the Deagles picking instead. Tobacco towards the back of this site, gonna nail another one, and it's only Dennis remaining. He's trying to close in, and Tobacco sideswipes him and finds the headshot. 4-12. Poggers stays in. charging him down. MBK with a opening headshot, quicker drops. I don't know if they know that this AWP is up close and personal, but they certainly do now. Jane fires in, there's a second shot. Oh, and Jane does everything. Lines up 3 and 4 players. Unbelievable. The A bomb site gets shut down. How does he manage it? Every single angle covered. The bomb planted at the A bomb site, and Avangard with opportunities to close his series off. Now, Kicker, he's challenged up close and personal. There's a follow-up headshot. Just Sirison to keep this one alive, and he has the AWP posted in his hand. Follow-up flick. There's the first, and he has time on this clock. The Molotov placed, and that is nicely poised. Sanji here on the defuse. It's Sirison trying to bait the player out, but Sanji doesn't go for the peek. Instead, it's the Orglownin and the headshot. Sirison, can he find this bomb? Yep, there it is.
Do anything so far, and this might all be over. They have to go for the they have to go for the 4, sorry, in this 17th, and Swisher, he puts we're going A. What an absolute joker. And obviously they are, but ripping straight through once again. There are the shots. Swisher as well, dealing a damaging blow to both their, well, economy, their faces, and also their pride. This has been a very one-sided game. Monty last alive, and they're just going to try and finish him off. 15-2. This one's over. And Tempo Storm's mid-control has really just not come up with any results. He's trying to get that AK. He's still not got it. He's going to run out of bullets before he gets it. He's actually going to give up on the AK.
You're too slow.
Shots outside. He's good in his positions. And look at him isolate these frags. What an ace right there. With a headshot. Nexa now has to fire back, and he does with 2. He's still alive, and he's got plenty of HP. It's the Glock instead. Shots 1, 2, 3. All headshots and all shots. Vintage stuff at the back of the B bomb site.
It's really down to HS to be the majority of this defense here. He needs to really heat up and hit some headshots here. Exactly like what it says on the tin. There's the first one. Nice flick upwards, and HS doing all the damage. What was that? HS with a quad kill. He's going absolutely off the rails.
Just 40 seconds on the clock. Shox instantly going to peek into this one. Pick it open. Freiburg finding 1, but Shox able to counter. S-Tag finds another, and it's Lucky versus 2 to keep G2 in this series. An instant headshot does give him a bomb plan, and our 1 versus 1 against Stavin, who's straight through this smoke, and Lucky needs to find a finishing frag, gets tagged up. Stav knows exactly where this T-threat is playing from, but what a headshot. It's overtime. Another man going down, and it is only Shazam left. 1 versus 3 here. This is a deadly dangerous display that I don't think is going to come to fruition. He's got 30 seconds to try and find this bomb plant, and he does so, but he needs all 3 frags right here. Shazam, there's the first. Back between boxes, and a great flick for the second. He knows that Fugly is closing in, but with the AK-47, he could actually finish off this map right here. Shazam needs the 3rd and final pickup, but this has to be a fast shot. Misses, and now he can close in, but it's the no-scope. Shazam, unbelievable stuff. exactly like what it says on the tin. There's the first one. Nice flick upwards and HS doing all the damage. What was that? Who's he going to take the shot on initially? Thomas, Max, all three, Schneider. Perfect, beautiful play.
Oh, here we go, Israel. I already know what's going to happen. W7M, why are you guys just getting so annihilated? Oh my god. Mirren running out of bullets, but he's still going to go for it. Oh my lord.
Hello and welcome everybody to CSGO Fight Night. We're back in action. It's season 31 here in the Mountain Dew League, ESEA over in Australia, and we are breaking into the action first here today. It's gonna be a stunning show. My name's Squid CS, so thank you so much for joining us. I'm very happy to have you all here. I think we've got a couple of hundred people, just over 100 people, watching CSGO Fight Night right now. Invite your friends, get them in, because this is going to be a sensational match between these two teams. It's Breakaway Esports versus Jade. I think it's time to break down some of this action. First of all, in the red corner, we have got, of course, Breakaway Esports. A stunning lineup that we saw beat most of the big rosters last season. They came in the top couple, of course. They just reached the grand final of the IEM Sydney Derby. They could have been playing in Sydney right now instead of Greyhound, instead of one of these other Australian teams. However, it wasn't Breakaway, so they're here today. They're playing against Jade, whilst all of that IEM action is going on over in Sydney, in the capital city. So, of course, or maybe it isn't actually. I don't think it is the capital, is it? Wait, is this Squid? No, I'm Squid CS, boys. Thank you very much for joining us, by the way. We've got a second team, though. Breakaway Esports aren't going to be playing against themselves. They're going to be playing against, of course, a Jade, a team that we haven't really seen too much of. They weren't in Season 30. And they're, of course, coming up today with hopefully, well, big fingers crossed, and let's see if it's going to be big wins or not, because Breakaway Esports were definitely one of the creme de la creme teams of the last tournament, of the last season and league. Jade, I think they're going to have a tough time trying to beat them. They say that their best map is Mirage. They've never really cleaned up in those rankings with their peak rank only at 179, and you compare that to Breakaway, they got up to 85th in the world last season, and you know, between these ESEA seasons, a lot of these teams do slip rankings because they're playing less matches, they're getting less wins in, and that means that they're getting less points in the door, and a lot of these ranking systems are all based off those point systems. We have got a star player here today. It's from the Breakaway side, from the red corner. It's Hazza. He's, well, trying to chop it up today. An extremely young star. Massive rating there for him. 1.18. That's exactly what you want to see from your star players as well. When you're averaging that, you're averaging way above a 1 KD. That's exactly where you want to be in CS, and 0.79 kills per round as well. That's pretty decent, and when you take into account those headshot percentages, he's going to be a real entry fragging threat to Team Jade, and let's see if he can farm them here today, because you never know if we're going to jump into this one and it's going to be a straight up bloodbath. Very possible that they get into this match and Breakaway Esports just run away with it. Of course, they're warming up right now. So Jade and Breakaway Esports, they're going to be going live on Inferno here today. Here it is, just getting into this server. By the way, if you're all in the Twitch chat, make sure, well, if you're not in the Twitch chat, make sure that you sign in. I don't know what you're doing, because I'm going to be talking to the stream throughout the duration of this broadcast, and it's going to be a long one. We've got 3 stunning best of ones here for the round robin ESEA group stage. So, big games, big plays, getting on the action yourself at home as well. But in the meantime, we've got a bit of warm-up And of course, all of this action thanks to ESEA, thanks to all of our friends for putting this one up. It's really important to have games on the, I think, on the mass stage. I think EFLGG brings that to the big stage as well. So Jade versus Breakaway Esports. We've broken down the action. The players are getting into the server. Let's get right into it after this.
You, me, baby, c'est la vie. You, me, I control the tempo. I control the tempo, yeah. I control the tempo. Baby, I'll be gentle, yeah. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, God, I promise, yes, yeah. Run it back, yeah. Belly dancer, you're my baby. Chain reaction, just like sway. You ain't got the answers, not today. I'm your chiropractor. For you, you know I run a mile. You belong in magazines. They can never clock my style. I really wanna know you. She said she wanna live in este momento. I control the tempo, bailando lento. She said she wanna live in este momento. You should know. I control the tempo. I control the tempo, yeah. I control the tempo. Baby, I'll be gentle, yeah. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, God, I promise, I promise. You're my PYT, type of girl I wanna make love to on a daily. So the chain reaction when you're in my vicinity. Maybe you and me might just last for infinity. Don't find the feelings, I know you really like that. Only I can do you like that. Go with the flow, don't fight back. Only want you in my nightpad. See, I don't know where you came from, but all I know, you belong in, so play a role on this occasion and get lost in ecstasy. Ooh, baby. I control the tempo. I control the tempo, yeah. Baby, I'll be gentle, yeah. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, God, I promise, I promise.
So, all 10 players are in. Welcome back, everybody. We are still in warm-up, unfortunately. However, all the breakaway players are in, as you can see. Thought I'd show you the action whilst you waited. And we should be getting into this game, albeit 15 minutes late. You know, Breakaway kind of control the whole schedule today, considering that they are the first two teams playing. They play against Jade. This is that first matchup. And then, here's the exciting one. They play against Dink on Vertigo. It'd be the first time that I've ever casted Vertigo before. I'm a little bit lost on it. I don't have the expert knowledge that I would have on other maps, but I think it's a nice experiment, let's say, to see how that map plays out. Just in total, I actually think that it's the first time Vertigo has been featured on EFLGG, and that is one of the many changes Valve has made just in the last couple of weeks. Great company, constant updates. You've seen just last night the majors, the dates for the majors announced in 2020 and 2021. They've given the exact dates. Apparently it's going to be on the weekend of May 11th and then the weekend of November 1st. Both times, or the week of that. They've shortened those majors from 3 weeks to 2. And last night alone, they added a new map for Danger Zone. So constant updates, constant support for the game. And that isn't always what you see from game developers. Sometimes they'll have games and won't properly support them. Valve definitely isn't. I know they get criticized for that, maybe on the subreddit, but you can't justify that by any means. There's just absolute support there. Let's get into this game, though. Breakaway Esports might be rusty. They haven't played too much CS in a while, and Jade are newbies to this MDL scene. So let's see how they start. Of course, they've got a pistol round to determine who's going to take the lead first. Breakaway Esports T-side is often very scary, especially on these sort of maps where you can kind of abuse your opponents. If this was Nuke, it would be a bit different. However, here on Inferno, it's wide choke points, straight entrances into the sites, and possibly straight headshots. Natic's waiting. He's got the USPS in hand, and with 3 players from Breakaway Esports tilted around the corner, I think he's looking, well, to pop open a couple of skulls as they push into B. They're about to make their approach known. There's no smoke for his angle, instead just a flash right over the top, and he gets absolutely swarmed by the Glocks. Just too many targets, a nice cohesive push from Breakaway Esports there, playing a tight pack, and now it leaves Jade in a difficult retake. Vanilla's trying to pick through that smoke, but I don't think it's going to happen because Breakaway have the man advantage. Smoke dissipated. Now they have to push through the choke point, and this is often difficult. Glock around the corner, and Keto, he's going to start to mow them down. 3 fast headshots. Andy as well, straight in there with a 1-0 scoreline. Breakaway, could it even be better? So you often see pistol rounds like that. They often fall on the head. You go for the instant B push, maybe finding it a little bit difficult to get your gun off the mark, and then you struggle to put play to it. So 1-0 on the board, a good start from Breakaway. They can breathe a sigh of relief. These J guys aren't gonna take an early lead, instead just an early bath. So pause time or freeze time cancelled. Back into the action. This is not going to be a buy from Jade, I don't think. Oh, and then the repause. Somebody has some sort of issue. Remember, start of the season as well. People do stuff with their PCs. They like reinstall them and stuff, and all this jibber jabber. So I would be expecting a couple of tactical pauses the first couple of games in the season. It's newbie nerves, newbie shakes. You're back. I think Breakaway was actually pretty impressive last season. I've got to say, you saw them all across the board with big wins against the likes of many different teams. I can actually take a look at some of those teams who Breakaway actually beat. Remember that they got to the final of that IEM Sydney Derby as well. That's maybe even a bigger deal. So yeah, Breakaway last time reached the semi-final, finally taken out by the winners of the whole thing, Order, who were able to scoop $5,000 under their pocket. And of course, when you go lower down the board, it gets sad as of then. They were the lowest team to actually guarantee some prize pool. MDL, it's only money for the top 4. So champions get 50% of the prize pool, and then 30% and 10% for 3rd and 4th. So a lot of money up for grabs, really. And then when you look at the Breakaway side, they scored 14-3 in the season altogether. That's one of the best records. They came 4th in the active season, but they're playing a lot of the big dogs again. Chiefs, Order, Greyhound, they're all in the MDL. They're not going anywhere. It's the biggest league in Australia right now, to be perfectly honest. And nobody is, necessarily going to stop that. So, match still paused. I don't know what's going on right now. I've not got any word from our admins either. So, I guess everybody at home, just cross your fingers, and we'll be back into this one shortly. Because right now, in 20 minutes or 21 minutes of active play, we've played 1 round. So, it's a good start. But at this rate, we'll be here all day. I don't know. I'm sure it'll get late in Australia before that happens. So remember that Breakaway are playing a second best of 1 next. That's against Dink, or Dinkwa. D-I-N-Q. They are another one of these new teams in the MDL. Why is the match paused? Volek, I actually don't know, but thanks for asking. I appreciate that. You're keeping me company. By the way, if anybody's got any questions, I'm here to answer your questions. My name's Squid CS, and I'm casting from our EFLGG London studio. We've got a lot of stuff going on right now, so make sure to get following EFLGG. And of course, CSGO Fight Night. We're going to be casting a lot of our CS action from that Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/CSGO Fight Night. So 1-0. Nobody's like timed out or left or rejoined. So I don't necessarily know what's going on right now, and I don't know if I can even see the chat. I don't think I can. I think it's disabled. So I kind of like reading the chat during live streams because it gives you a bit of an insight into what the players are doing. Sometimes they'll shit talk each other. There'll be a lot of different BM in the chat, so that happens fairly frequently. And you also get to find out the intricacies of these sort of pauses as well. So we'd have some additional information based on this, but I don't really know the root cause of this. It does look like, in the meantime, that Jade's going to go for a buy-up, a force buy in the first gun round, or might, well, very likely not buy up, obviously wanting that AWP to be picked up. You'd often go for an aggressive buy like this. I don't favour it on Inferno, albeit I prefer to go for one save. Remember, you get economy really fast in CS. I go for one save and then straight into it. They can stream snipe you. Nope, there's a Go TV delay. So there's a delay of one round on the stream as well. So they can't look on HLTV to see where their little cursors are, and they cannot see our stream. So they can't. So they can try, but it won't work. We're too cunning for all of that. And also dead against the rules. There are lots of precautions in place to stop players from stream sniping. You know, the internet is a very technologically savvy place. So maybe All Might was the problem. He was also the only player who didn't buy up. But I think I'm doing a pretty good job filling. I think that we've got some interested people. Get in the Twitch chat, everybody. Ask me some questions. Fill the time. Might not be too much time left to fill because All Might is back in the game. You've also bet 26 on Dink. See, that's interesting because I would really not expect Dink to win. But obviously, I think that that's a fairly good bet. It's Vertigo, so that throws a lot of uncertainty into it. And when you're betting on underdogs, you need uncertainty. You need a chance that they're going to win, for Christ's sake. And getting a new map like that, or your opponent having a stand-in, really important to just throw that spanner in the works and create a little bit of diversity in those odds, because the odds are likely not going to change. You know, a lot of people who bet on CS don't have like great insight into the matches. So if you do like your own statistical analysis, I know I've heard of bettors or read about bettors as well who have made like tons of money just by doing your homework. So yeah, there is certainly a little bit of money to be made there, but nobody's making any money right now. Just sat here. We're in the pause menu still, and All Might is going between spectator and back in game. Who else is bet? Who else is playing? Who else is all of this different stuff? Who else is here? Give me a wave in the chat. Give me a J. Give me an A. Give me a D. Give me an E. Oh, for a second I had the teams mixed up. I thought Jade were the favourites. I put €5 on Jade, getting like 15 or something. Well, you'll always know. So you'll always know if it's the favourites or not, because you'll get. So if you bet against the underdogs, you'll get more than your money back. So if you put 5 on the favourite and get 15 back, a betting site's not going to do that. But if you put 5 in and get 750 back, then that would probably be the odds for that breakaway site. Well, that should be the odds based on what you said, depending what rake they take. 1-0. And we're back into the action finally. Someone gave me a Jade. It's straight towards the B-bomb site for 2 defenders. pair of pistols here and a whiff nade initially. Those nades are so impactful a lot of the time. It barely surprises me that he's get clipped by that so often. You'd push onto Banana very, well, early in the game. And Netic's actually given away his position here. So he's switched it up, tried to take a couple of pop shots down Banana, reloading into sandbags. He needs a bit of support here, and he has got 2 teammates to do that. But I want Paris to hold an aggressive setup. Why is he not playing with his teammates? This isn't going to fake breakaway at all. You need to be thinking about what your setups are. And right now, him in Graveyard, that's just a wasted player. Unless he's watching towards Arch for a B split. But right now, he's legitimately doing nothing. And they're going straight into the A bomb site, where All Might and Vanilla have a pretty good prong up into apps. It's not going to be that B split. It's going to be an A wrap, and All Might, Vanilla, they might just fall back. Breakaway are probably going to think that this was a B stack. Until then, Vanilla getting at least 1 kill. He knows that All Might is right around the corner. He has salvaged a Mac 10. It's Jade's job to do maximum damage here. If they can find some additional frags, then it could have been worth it. But remember, this was a full buy-up. This was an absolute buy. So you've got to be hitting a lot or saving a lot out of this one. You need to be, carrying something through. Breakaway again on the board. Will we see another pause, though? That's the big question. Oh, there's the Molotov. I love that one, but it gets smoked off, and all 3 survive. Breakaway ready for Jade shenanigans. Wow, how often do you see a team ready to be able to deal with that? Usually, that's all 3 players dead. But Breakaway very fast with the smoke down. The quickest reactions in the West. And we get another pause. So, right, someone contact Guinness World Records, because I think that we're going to get the world record for longest pause in history. Yeah, betting on favourites, apparently not too fun. I actually miss betting. I'll be honest. I don't know, if this, rings any bells with anybody. But I used to bet, like a couple of years ago before I got into the esports industry, and it was quite fun. Just on CS:GO Lounge and just on other skin sites, I would put a little bit of money in, and I was good because I watched a lot of CS, and you can give accurate answers and stuff, and especially on those skin sites, there were a lot of people betting, and it would sway the odds who didn't really know what they were doing as well. So you can make a lot of money betting against NIP. When NIP were just coming off of being the best team in the world, you could bet against them, against Dignitas, that are now Astralis, or Fnatic, who are up-and-comers, or even Virtus Pro, who were really good but a little bit inconsistent. So I think that they might have been the golden days for me, but I think the industry in general has come such a long way since then. And to be honest, if I'm honest with you, I think it's still got a long way to come. Right now, it's Breakaway Esports, 4 lots of AK-47s. There's the Mac 10. Noisia's got it in hand. A lot of nades, though, and that nade towards the top of Banana, almost roasting a couple of members of Jade there. The trajectory changed. Could have absolutely amended everything. Andy with a flash over the top, but there is a stack towards the top of Banana. It does see that Breakaway are ready for it. They've got one player up close and personal. He instantly goes down. Now the AK-47 looking to chip in. A bit of a wild spray down, and it's even trading. Vanilla's got a great spot here. He's up in apps. Oh, and that drops the bomb. AK picked up. He can turn around and try and take the firefight. The smoke down. Valiant's able to steal the bomb away. Get it towards the A site. Trying to secure a third round. Here's an opportunity now. Jade, they've got 2 players on full HP with AKs. And then the single man with the P250 sprayed out missing. Llama's doing humongous damage. Vanilla taking it in the face as well. 20 HP for him as Paris tries to wrap around the back. Valiant is not ready for it. Llamas has to do both. What was that? Vanilla toasts. That's unbelievable. Straight in the face with one, and the Molotov cleans the other. 3-0. Breakaway looked like they had no chance. And Jade sent in an absolute spin before the initial gun round. Yeah, boosted Bonobo. I don't think it's about money because CSGO Lounge is owned by a massive company who have like billions of dollars already. So I don't think it's about money. It's just about legality. Like you've got to have proper licensing if you're gonna bet. Like never ever bet if the site doesn't have a license in your jurisdiction. But even that is coming a long way. This is looking like a steamy retake. I don't think it's going to happen. No, Valiance was trying to pop a couple of shots into them. However, they fall back. And it will be a 4-0 scoreline here. Llama's on the hunt. Great headshot. Remember, these breakaway esports players have just so much firepower in their locker. The ability for any player to dominate this game. That means that Jade have to play really decent as a unit. And FPL does see a lot of matches like this, by the way, where you play higher seeds. Like I would say that Breakaway in this tournament are like the 3rd or 4th seed. I would say the 4th seed in this tournament. And then Jade are down like in the bottom 5 seeds. So when you're competing against that, of course, it's a round robin, 18 teams. Everybody plays everybody. And Jade aren't in good shape right now. They're looking a bit sluggish. They're slow. They've been stuck in their ways. They've not been versatile. The rotates have been a little bit lackluster. I think that their setups are only missing a little bit. So you saw a banana play last time, but it was kind of broken up by a couple of breakaway nades. And that's what you'll see if they do elect to go for that. It's Molotovs onto the B site, and Breakaway will surely push this smoke. If they didn't hear that Molotov dropping, then they would be straight onto the B site right now. They do have to fall back, and Jade have not gone for the rotate, so this is a good position for the Australian CT side, as they've got a decent defense posted. Great crossfires as well. Vanilla's job is to stay alive for as long as possible. Give his teammate on the site, that's Paris, enough time to work his magic. However, Breakaway, they sniff a rat, and it is straight back towards the B-bomb site. They've got 2 smokes and a single Molotov to try and do this one. That means that they can actually break the defense up again. It's only Netic here towards the back of the site, and he's only able to get one before he goes down. There's nobody else. He all got locked out by the smokes. And Almight has spotted one over. That is going to be a 3-4 now. 3 versus 4. Does looking for an opening with the CZ75. It's the M31S to pitch in the meantime. There's a player towards the back of the site, and he's going to burst out. Just Valiant's left. He needs the headshots. 2 already. These final pair of players are going to just wrap him in and find the frag. 0-4, and Jade are finally on the board. Someone's talking about miscommunication. Yeah, I think there is a bit of miscommunication going on amongst the teams. I think Breakaway there were just not... The big mistake made was the AWP shot right over the smoke. You're not normally expecting somebody at the lower level of MDL to check that every single time, but remember, as an AWPer, that's your easy frag. If there's somebody over the smoke, you're probably going to find it. You're at a massive advantage there. If you're prepared, the likelihood is you're not going to be prepared. You're going to be looking elsewhere, either towards Graveyard or actually on the site. And now Breakaway speeding things up towards the A-bomb site. Over in pit, Vanilla has to do it all. There's a second headshot. More players about to funnel in. And Keto, last alive. He's towards Apps. And Netic able to assassinate him. Execution with the pop headshots. 2-4. Jade starting to get warmed up now. I'm not sure what we're expecting this game. Breakaway seemed to be destined to just run away with this matchup before, but now a lot of tactical pauses, remember, and they slow things down. It's straight towards the Molotov. Valiance straight in the face of Netic. He was not prepared. That's an instant frag, and over towards the A-bomb site. They are going to look to punish Paris. They do so. 2 versus 3. Gun able to be salvaged. There's nobody holding these corners, Keto, so you can move out safely. Keep the AUG and use it to your advantage. I think he's going to probably be sending it towards Apps, but he can go anywhere. Even towards the B-bomb site. Minute 10 left. Lots of time. And nobody's made the second rotation yet. All Might wants to. He's over by Arch. And this is just to prevent somewhat of a B split. He's going to spot one. Easy shot there just through the crack. And Keto does have a 1 versus 3 on the cards. And he's already found a pickup. So All Might's looking the wrong way. The insurance policy here is does on the back of the site. All Might's watching towards CT spawn. It is going to be the A take, Keto. Spots out the headshot there. So an easy kill and a free bomb site. Jade go for the rotation in the wraparound. All Might was a little bit cautious about whether he was going towards CT spawn. Sometimes you get that kill, and instead of getting the bomb down, you change up your tack. All Might wrapping around the corner. Has the AWP in hand. Is he going to check his right side, though? Keto slips it. He's in a perfect position here. He gets his head ripped off, and it's just All Might left. He can go for the instant defuse, and he's in perfect cover for it. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. He gets off the bomb. What was that? I don't know why he had to let go there. Maybe guaranteeing the round would have been the better option, but Jade, wipe the sweat off your brow. It's another round win. Do you ever check the odds before casting to see what other people are placing on? You know, I used to do that, but if you know the teams, you kind of know what the odds are going to be anyway, and I can predict what the odds are going to be, because the odds at the end of the day are your best indication of who's going to win, or like there's a bit of public opinion amongst the teams. So let's say, like if Nip's playing, their odds are sometimes a bit inflated, or if a really popular team's playing, like Ents will have inflated odds sometimes because they've got massive fan bases and their fans will put bets on. So sometimes you've got games like that, but 99% of the time you're expecting those odds to be quite accurate, and you can like accurately predict them if you know what you're talking about. So I used to, when I didn't know so much about CS, I would, and then I would try and it's like a cheat sheet. You could base your analysis around that because you know who the favorite is. You can preamble about all of the teams in the odds. And some tournaments they show the odds actually on the screen, so it's a nice easy thing to talk about. Right now, I don't think we need odds. I think it's odds on for Breakaway to take this B bomb site. 2 players here, and right over the smoke, just leaping over, instant frags, and that's a site secured. I'd be very cautious about jumping up on these boxes this time, a mistake they've made before, and he almost gets clipped, but dashes back to the B bomb site with his pride and life intact. And that Molotov just falls a little short. I'd always be using that for the back of the B-bomb site. There's the first headshot. Valiance rips the head clean off Vanilla. There's a second. Llamas takes it. And it's only All Might left. He cannot win this round. He gets slaughtered as well. Great round from Llamas. Awesome defense from Breakaway 3-5. How long have you been casting for? I feel like I saw your name a while back. I've been casting for like 2.5 years now. I think since January 2017. So a little bit of time. And you know what? Still love it. Still love it. Especially those big matches. You get a really just humongous buzz. When you're talking to like tons and tons of people, like that, that's the best. Chris, I don't actually know if he misclicked jump. I think he just wanted to see over the smoke because he didn't really know where they were. So expecting them to be preoccupied with his teammates, and it kind of worked. That's an example of a really good peek from Breakaway. 1 dead, and then they instantly capitalize. Oh, and there's the flick up. Andy, oh, with the follow-up. Knows that the second man's here, and it's another tag. Unbelievable. He hits 2 in a row. All Might sent to the B-bomb site with his tail hanging between his legs, tucked in there. And with 40 seconds left, they're going to try and overwhelm Paris. Peekaboo, he's up there. Going to be 6 rounds. Have you ever bet on a game that you cast, or is it not allowed? No, I've never done that. It's like really not allowed. That's like the big crime. You can't ever do that. That's like one of the only things that a caster can do that's just like really wrong. Because, you know, we work with a lot of these teams. We've got lots of insider information. I can also influence the live betting odds based on what I say as well. So it's a massive conflict of interest. Like if I've got a mainstream audience of like 1,000, 2,000 people, and I say something about one team, or if I'm hitting a team hard, lots of people might change their bets or put bets on the other team, and I'm very, very aware of that people can be like influenced in those ways. So so we've seen it before. Casters who bet on games, no names mentioned, and they've been banned from those leagues, like rightfully so. Vanilla, 3 players here, and he's tucked his way inside the corner. This is perfect, but instantly traded out. Not good stuff, and it is going to be All Might on the site. He's got, well, 3 players to try and find. Look at that stray bullet. No idea how Valiant's caught that one. That was like baseball, right out of left field. Netican does have to make this work, but we've got Noisier up behind. He goes for the aggressive peek, and that gives Duz a chance. Andy's on this site and exposing his head. Now his position is compromised and known. That's the pistol. Great accuracy from Andy. Just points for style right there. 7-3, and Jade, I know that they had a run of form earlier, but this is going to be an eco, likely 8-3. They're very behind right now. I'm worried about them. quadruplet of pistols. Of invested pistols. Remember that USPS is one of those guns in play. Paris kind of needed a bit of support there. I don't know why they're, well, with the pistols, they're not playing off each other on the A-bomb side. I think that that's one of the big mistakes being made right now from Jade, is their positions just aren't complementing each other. You've got a player tucked away in the corner. You need somebody there for the bait. He could have had 2 or 3 players with his back turned. If somebody had just sat, maybe had just sat in library and baited out the shots and tried to take the firefighter long range. You need to coordinate your setups like that, especially against a team like Breakaway. It's like a little magic trick. You've got to get inside their psychology and say, right, if I want to sit in this corner, what do I have to do to maximize that? And the obvious answer is putting somebody in the opposite corner, baiting out the shots and distracting them, picking up the attention. A lot of the time, that is all that it takes to steal away around like this. Let's say that Does is sat there with a CZ75. He pops off a couple of shots. Breakaway send 3 players like chasing in to look for him. The likelihood is that that corner position is not getting checked. When you play against the top players in the world, maybe then they get checked. But this is like only just a top 5 team in Australia, if that. So you're talking about a region that don't have all the major titles and don't have all that high-level practice. So if I was the in-game leader, I'd be, well, complicating the strats a little bit, because right now Jade are just playing like bog standard value Counter-Strike. Tesco own brand. CS just as simple as it gets, cheap and cheerful, doesn't put a hole in your pocket. Going into the A-bomb site now, nice tag here, and that is 2 players taking damage from Breakaway. The ult wrapping its way in, and Netic's watching and waiting here. 30 seconds left, clock ticking down. Players left and right, and Andy has the instant shot. All Might wasn't really prepared for that. Netic takes a tag as well, 3 versus 4, and Jade forced and funneled back. He's watching the cross, and Andy is actually moving in from this one. Another headshot from Llamas. He can start to segregate and isolate this player from behind. You see, Netic doesn't really know where to look. He's going to instead peek into the AWP. A headshot hit, but it's not enough. And Paris, last to fall. Breakaway, 1 away from double digits. Dangerous. This is dangerous. You've got Jade about to concede 10 rounds on the T side of Inferno. Breakaway, remember, they had a match scheduled for just 10 minutes time. So make sure, if you want to see more MDL action, to stick around. So that looks like it's going to happen at 10 past 11. So in about 20 minutes time, that's the first Vertigo match ever hosted on EFLGG. Straight into B once again. They're against a pretty disorientated defense at this point. 1 player up close and personal. Usually you could merit yourself a kill or 2 off that, but they're only trading evenly on the 1 player. This is, well, it's all falling apart. Noises won't be able to take down Vanilla. Look at that really advanced angle. You wouldn't be playing it if you're not confident. Oh, Paris gets absolutely snapped. Look at that from Keto. Nice, really fast flick there. 10-3, and it doesn't feel like Breakaway are done just yet. Earlier, when Jade took that run of 3, it did feel like they were coming back into it. This round isn't even the, entirely the cleanest either. Considering you've got, 1 minute 20 on the clock and Jade already no nades on 3 players. Literally just an HE grenade between those bottom 3. That's all on All Might. Paris only picked up frag. He needs a little bit of assistance there, but now he's stuck in the corner. It's going to be, him in a 1 versus 3 on the A-bomb site. Before the reinforcements come, where are they? Jade, hurry the hell up. Paris has to do everything on his lonesome. There's the flash out, and he's also running out of bullets. Andy doesn't get flashed by that, and he's instantly able to tap them. And now the reinforcements are just too slow. 50 seconds left, and it's an easy bomb plant. Jade should be here right now. They've pretty much abandoned their teammates. And now Andy, he can post a good after plant position. He's watching for this cross, and there's no flash to eliminate. He'll take him down. There is a smoke, but it's not going to block anything. Andy, with an instant shot, does drops, and it's only All Might left. He knows where this AWP is playing from, but cannot land the flick. That would have been a difficult one. He should be watching out for Andy's peaks, but he's too cautious about the back. Wants to save the AWP. It's going to be a horrific, horrendous buy anyway. His teammates are going to have peanuts. 3,400 loss bonus, of course. SMGs across the board. Starfish. And look at that. Double digits on 4 of the breakaway players, 0 of the Jade players. Noisy's having a bit of a rough game though. Look at that, 2 to 10. How did that happen, bud? Straight into B, and the UMP's able to mop them up. That was a flash. Could have been dangerous or hairy. That nade could be good! Oh, just bounces the wrong way. I thought they were going to pop that into sandbags then. Bounce it off the wall. But it didn't happen. There's a kill. Netic steals another away. 4 versus 2. And that's before the AWP comes in. Just trying to fire it down Banana for more. But there's a player in Mexico. Surprise, surprise. Hello there. It's Paris. He might have 8,400 in his pocket, but also a bullet in his chest. How the hell do they hit the double there? Netic finds it, and that is a 11-4 scoreline before halftime. So the shortest of intermissions before this beautiful second half. Thank you for joining me, everybody, on EFLGG here today. And a big thank you to all of our partners, GTMega being one of them. Also the British Army, who we're going to be doing a lot of work with. Make sure to check our boys out. So it's going to be a B take for Jade. Let's see how well Valiant can hold this. They instantly fall back. That flash is going to try and slow Jade down. The Molotov misses, and now they have to play together. That's a nice headshot, and they are mowing them down. Valiant's doing everything. What was that? 3 fast headshots. Noisier chips in as well, and it's only Vanilla. He's stuck in the mud towards CT spawn and gets his face blasted by Llamas. 12 to 40, 12 to 4 even, not 12 to 14. That would be a little closer, but 12-4. Jade are getting absolutely hammered this game. And that was considering they had a bit of success earlier. It was 3 in a row from them. And they've only been able to take 4. So usually I say that it's... Oh, night-night, sleep tight. So don't let the bed bugs bite. Oh my, trying to hit the headshots in retort. Noisia with a nade straight down mid, sails it in. Back of the net. And Keto, 1 and done. All Might's going to try and capitalise. That eagle up close. I know that Keto wasn't prepared for that. Alex PP 331111331 says 16-6. I think it might be 16-4 right now. If our boys in blue have anything to say about it. The breakaway crew. And that scout does shred unarmored opponents, doesn't it? You aim for that lower torso, that little gooey stomach. It does humongous amounts of damage. Remember that if you shoot somebody in CS in the rib cage, that does less damage than if you shoot them in the lower torso. And then, of course, that headshot is the holy grail of accuracy. Jade going for the instant buy-up. They've got a scout of their own. Let's see if they're going to take down Andy here, because he's all likely going to be pushing up. What were those nades? That was a cocktail of death there. And Andy even hits the tag. All Might has nothing to say about it. He can't even hit the 1 bullet required. And it's 13-4 right now, so he has to start nailing them. A peek out, and Valiant takes a little bit of damage. He's already found a frag worth its weight in gold right now. And with 1 minute 20 left, All Might cannot spot anything. Nobody's going for the peaks. Breakaway playing a very reserved game. And Vanilla AK in hand, going to back off. They need to play a coordinated approach. But it's Keto to move into the AK-47. Minute left. And an even situation. Baba boom! $50 seconds, B-side take. Noisia Valiant, they're over here. And that smoke... I don't know what that smoke was. I guess it's one that you can just wrap yourself around. Wasn't the conventional CT, and Jade again. Just killed right now. All Might needs an ace. Andy could have went for the punish there, but instead probably wants to wait for his teammate a couple of seconds. All Might wrapping into this one. Great headshot, 6 HP and 4 frags. Can he secure the ace? Llama's wrapping in. 1 bullet required, but cannot find it. All Might needed the headshot. That would have been one of his better rounds in the whole of the MDL. A magical ace at an important, pivotal, crucial moment. Remember, ladies, remember, gentlemen, if you want to get involved, type in the chat, follow EFLGG. We've got action coming on EFLGG. All of your esports, all of your content, and then CSGO. The place to go is CSGO Fight Night. So getting rid of that FAMAS isn't to stop Jade from getting it. He just wants the versatility of having both, or maybe just to keep the FAMAS and to get rid of the AWP. He doesn't really know if they want to pick up doubles. Spares and repairs. Or Mike could swap his triggers out. Smoke dropped, a sight with 3. And Valiant's over on B, falling back. They watch and wait, smoke's down. Ooh, good angle. But the rotate's already here. Look at this from Breakaway. They've been faked out. Llama's lonely on the A-bomb site, and now they have to wrap back. They're going towards the pointy letter. And how can Llama's delay? He needs to, well, survive for 10 seconds, but it doesn't even survive for 1. Gets popped in the head, and Paris is right behind. Look at this. They're not going to be any other wiser. And he doesn't know that there's a second player in library. Keto mows him away, but it's still a 4 versus 2. And Jade should be able to steal number 5. De Vegat. That's my GCSE French coming into play. to 5. So All Might actually caught the AWPer. That was Andy on the cross last round. A cross that I hate so much. If you're making that cross, you've got to be really confident. And I'd never be making it during the gun rounds. How many missed nades can Netic throw? I think he's thrown away about a grand's worth of nades this game. Just toss him right in the bed. Might as well just open your wallet. Flush it down the toilet. Oh, look at that. Sensational shot. Andy didn't even know what hit him. He had the Mag 7 up close. Usually the best weapon for that scenario. And that's the AK-47 from Banana. The bomb is isolated. And Netic needs to, well, stay alive. He cannot drop or die here. All Might with another frag. He needs to get this bomb towards the A-bomb site. And Valiant stops it. Will spot out the C4 here. He's going to go for the cross, but it's against the AWP. And All Might good for a triple. Alex P3333111113 said 16-6 could happen here, but remember, this is gonna be an eco. Breakaway Esports don't have the cash to go for this one, so likely going to be even closer than his predicted scoreline. I was thinking maybe 16-4 after the way Jade were playing, but they seem to have stepped it up just before the last hurdle. Two kills is kind of the break even for this. So 14-7. Time to go for another buy breakaway. It's time for another. Time. Nissan Banana, that one clipped the AWP right in the face. So Mike was trying to go for the peak right the way up Banana, but did not work. The peek inwards, full flash, blinds up Vanilla. And this smoke is probably going to just slow Jade down. I don't know if they're going to push through it here. I like the follow-up spray through there. Works out for them. Valiant's spray down, Netic drops. It does its voyage into the B-bomb. So 8 seconds left. What are they doing? What are they waiting for? Noisy can guarantee the round win here. Bomb planted. He goes down. I didn't even see the clock there, but neither did Jade. I do not... Were they waiting for Christmas? Were they waiting for... I can't think of any others. I was going to say, like, waiting for me to come home and go for song lyrics. But you know what? I won't go down that path because it's 15-7 and Breakaway Esports might be about to win the first map of the day. Push down Banana, instant peeks inwards and onwards. A couple of kills found from Jade there. And they do seem to have Banana control here. Let's see. I've got John's director here today, Jeff. Jeff making a guest appearance. And it will be the B site. Breakaway's already made the peek inwards. Andy's going to be the crucial player here. I know that Keto is like hidden away on the site. Oh, full flash. That's pretty good. And now it's down to Keto. There's the Molotov. Actually hit marker. Andy straight through. Finds it. There's the follow-up tag. It's only All Might left. 1 versus 3. I think it might be 99 once again. Oh, and Andy ends it. That's a game. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Jade. 1-0 on the board for Breakaway, of course. That is a pretty decent showing, pretty decent match. They're going to be playing against Dink next. That's going to be a sensational one, but yeah, what is there even to say about that game? It seemed to be pretty one-sided from the offset. You had, of course, Jade certainly struggling. I would say that they were just slightly outclassed during just the duration of that match. So they're going to be facing off against Dink next, right after this very short break.
Someone going to be coming in. Oh, the jump going to be able to get them some information. The flash is going to be there, but now's the time to be aggressive. And Hunden's preoccupied at the moment. A couple of members already going to be storming the site. Freiberg takes one down. Hunden and Acker combine together to get another one, but it doesn't matter. Finally, Hunden able to take one down. He turns around, and Hunden gets 3 quick kills in a row while he's wounded. Where was this in the first half? Are you freaking kidding me?
Trying to tap him away. Stuck in the pit. Can't find him. Not playing very aggressive this time. Behind the smoke and he finds the second click. Oh, and the third! Not! Hitting everything! Almost hits the fourth. Lethal and brutal on this B-bomb site. He doesn't really know that he's not defusing just yet. He has to bait out the second man as well. There's the kit and the smoke. I think he might be able to do this. He does bait him out. Oh, there's the headshot! Nicely done, Existence Galaxy. We've got Relaxer coming from behind. He's on short.
Goodbye.
And there's the opener shot hit. The bomb is planted right for him. He's got this angle nailed down and lined up. They need to just bait a shot out of him.
Goodbye.
Here, and oh, there it is, but he nails it straight up. So just before the Molotov goes down, he needs to stop this. Oh, and he has stopped the defuse from coming in. Another shot from Relaxer, who does everything. A quad kill, a 1 versus 4 on the A bomb site, and that is map and match point.
Hello everybody and welcome back to CSGO Fight Night. My name is Squid CS. Very short intermission there before we jump into the second game of the day. We're obviously starting a little bit late. We've had a couple of delays today. Nothing to do with us. It's all the players just deciding what they want to do. Coming up next, it's Breakaway versus Dink, another one of these underdog teams so far in this tournament. Let's break it down with Breakaway. They just won that previous map, of course. They say that Dust 2 is their best map. Today they're playing Vertigo. So a brand new map to the pool. We've never seen it before on EFLGG, but we will tonight. They are just loading in. Now, of course, Breakaway are going to be wanting a couple of moments before they get into this one. But what do they need to break? Well, in accordance of, they're playing against Dink, Bink, Dink, Bink. You can see not a lot of stats on the board. They did have a world ranking last season. However, that was due to third-party tournaments. Wasn't ESEA, and you can see their official games, they haven't played any proper officials. So ESEA MDL is going to be a massive opportunity for them. Of course, they've got Crims M, Rain, Vexite, players that we're kind of expecting to do a lot of work. They haven't even got a logo, so let's see if they can take away the big stars of Breakaway here today. And one of those stars is, of course, Hazza. He, well, showing up big in that previous map and match against Jade a couple of moments ago. He had, well, he's had pretty big games, but of course, you know, Breakaway, they've made those roster moves, so that roster is always changing and adapting. Let's see if Breakaway can have as good a season this time without players of his well, without him, not really without players of his caliber. So the warm up is getting started. Let's jump into that action.
I do it real dope. I'm like a ninja turtle, and I love me a fur coat. I got the smallest circle. When it rains, it is purple. To me, to you, no. You got so many loopholes in your system, I know. Open up the computer, la música es pura. Got me saying hallelujah. Everybody talking moolah. Open up the computer, la música es pura. Got me saying hallelujah. Everybody talking moolah, no, no, no.
We be burning, not concerning what nobody wanna see. We be working on a hustle, yeah, we do this every day. Running around, trying to get out. Elevation, what I need now. It's all I'm about. 'Cause you know when we burning up. No, no, there ain't no coming down. 'Cause you know when we burning up. No, no, there ain't no coming down. We burning, baby. We burning, baby. We burning, baby. Said it's a struggle, but you know I'm moving closer. Foreign girl, and she hot like California. I put my life into the hustle, now I want it. You gotta get it how you get it. I'ma do this till I die. I'ma do this till I die. I'ma do this till I die, baby. And if I sit in Birdie Cage and see his face, you know that I'ma do this till I die, baby. Yeah, I'ma do this till I die.
So, we're into this one. Warm-up has ended. We're live into this game. It's the pistol here on EFLGG. And of course, the first ever time we've seen Vertigo. Breakaway is slipping up to the A bomb site, and nobody's really defending it here. Constantine is watching right over the gap, but this is a free and easy A bomb site, and Dink, this is going to be an impossible retake here. There are so many corners and crannies on this A bomb site, and they're trying to just expose themselves with just heads. I don't know what this is. Against the Glocks, you don't want to be doing that. You need to be keeping your distance, and Breakaway, look at that collapse. Beautiful stuff. They've obviously been putting the hours in, and Dink gets dinked on all 5 players. Not a single frag there. for that CT side. And it does look like it will be, well, Breakaway taking an early lead and Dink taking an early bath. Of course, Vertigo, a bit of an observer's nightmare. You've got multiple levels here. It's a bit like Nuke, where people will be playing on top of each other. And now, big spray down. He needs a couple more, but only finds one kill. That's not enough. Salvaged AK. Remember, this is a full buy from Dink. Full force buy. As Constantine needs the headshots. Another AK given. Breakaway, be careful. You've got the Mac 10 up close, but that might not be enough to take away the Dink players. You've got that CT side raining from Australia, just looking over the top as well. It's possible here and plausible, but now they're going to just swing through the smoke. And they've got to check towards the right-hand side. We'll just wait for it to dissipate. You've got Noisia playing close, and it's going to be rattled away bullets. Danny next to be spotted, but he then drops as well, right over the top, headshot, and Danny, they know where he is. He has to back off with the AK-47. Kaboom! Straight up towards A once again. Breakaway don't seem to be slowing down right now. It's another eco round, so they don't have to be as cautious as it would be against guns. But it just looks like they're so dominant. You've got Stingrays around the side, and yeah, these corners are dangerous, and he's going to rip heads off. There's 2 frags, and there's a player on the A bomb site. Needs to duck and dive and dart away. Stingray's up close, and he has got support from his teammates. Islama's from behind in the back. 3-0 from Breakaway. Oh, that's a funky little angle. Remember, a lot of these walls are paper thin, so him finding that early is pretty damn decent. Llama's then next to drop, and the AK-47s need to rip in towards the B-bomb site now. That's unchallenged territory, and they are actually holding multiple angles as Dink decide to just fall back, not play too aggressive. B-site challenged. Bomb going down here. Noisia. He's on that site. Molotovs and smokes are going to cut the visual of Dink, and they can't really push exactly everywhere. However, they are about to make the way through. It is, well, of course, the flashes over the top. Hawk trying to chip in. 1 versus 3 now. Keto has to find an ace and do everything. There's one. Dodging around the boxes for number 4. And he is going for an ace. What a big kill. All 5 frags. 4-0 for Breakaway. Keeps a flawless record and didn't get crushed on the B-bomb site. Vertigo finally showing up. Oh my gosh, I already love this map. What is that B site there? Dink just didn't know the angles, and he was able to completely punish. There are 3 frags, 1 coming from Keto in the meantime, and right over the top, oh, there's the headshot. Constantine, nighty-night. Very cool guy. Iverson. What is that little emoji next to your name? Oh, Overwatch League All Access Pass. So what does that get you? What does that do? That's interesting. Obviously that's like owned by Twitch. Oh yeah. The exclusive rights are owned by Twitch. So they've put all their little stuff into it. I like that. Well, there's an easy kill. Oh, and another one. Dinka getting caught on these angles where they don't really know them. And that's proving a problem. Very problematic. There's a kill, but can't rack up the second. See, that could have been a nice frag there. Breakaway are playing very aggressive in a lot of these retakes as well. It's not working a lot of the time. I thought he was going to get his knife out and go for that jump. I'm sure you can, but not needed there. Oh, I think that could be a really nice innovative jump there, going into the B bomb site. You go along the right-hand side, so if there's somebody holding on the corner, you get it. If you coordinate that with somebody pushing through the door as well, that could really work. Noisia pops the head, and Breakaway might be on track for a quick game here. 6-0. This is looking more dominant than even their last map, where they started on T-side as well. Remember, Inferno is one of those maps where you do get that T-sided start. Or they did get the T-sided start. They lost both knife rounds, by the way. Yeah, Breakaway have actually kicked players in the last day. Hazard's gone. We featured him in homage to him, of course. A really I think a big player in their team. I don't know why he would have got kicked. Maybe he's got an offer to another team. I don't know where he's going right now. But, you know, right before the ESEA season, that's when you're going to be making your roster changes. Right before it happens, it means that, well, a lot of teams like to play that as a deadline. ESEA will let you shuffle in players, and it means that the other teams can't prepare. So you go into this map with a fresh roster, who are absolutely killing. And what are you going to do to stop it? Because you don't have that tactical intuition that you previously had. That's a dink through the smoke. Nice dink. Llamas. Checking that corner. They obviously know this map a lot better than Dink. They seem very prepared. Very prepared. Oh, pop, pop, pop. Headshots galore on the A-bomb site. And Stingrays is, well, being eagerly watched. There's a smoke up behind him as well. They're going to try and isolate this pick. With the AK-47, you don't need to close in, but they know exactly where Stingrays is playing from. Just before the bullets run out, Keto able to get the spray down, and they're even going to try and bait in Constantine as well. Look at this firepower now. Breakaway just have warmed up, and they're looking like one of the better teams in this season already. I said it last season that they could go all the way. I actually predicted Breakaway to get to the grand final, but they got put against Order. If it was an Order versus Greyhound semi-final on the one-hand side, then that could have been good. But remember, in ESEA MDL, that seeding means everything. Wow, that is so nasty, isn't it? that little wafer thin plasterboard. The wood on the B-bomb site. Oh, and that Molotov could have really peppered back site. He gets dinked in the meantime. One nade could finish him off, but they don't have an HE. So planting in the open might be a bad decision or idea. They don't go for it. Instead, the plant. In cover. Ooh. Ooh, Crims. Hello. Of course, Crims isn't from this Australian region. He's originating from China. here today. So I presume that he's in Australia. I don't know if he's playing on different ping. I guess we can check that out. But a 1 versus 2, Danny G needs both. Oh, and he's not going to get it. Andy rips him open 8-0. So yeah, we can't see this right now, and it looks like, where are you? Up here, he's on 29 ping, so I would say that he's playing from Australia. Maybe they're playing all together. And halfway through the first half, it looks like Breakaway might be looking to go on somewhat of a tear here. They found double digits on the first half of the previous map as well, and they might be looking to repeat history here. Their T-sides are very, very, well, lots of teams struggle against them. They're very fluid. What was that? How did he take damage? Mamas? Hello. And Breakaway seem to always have the read. They go straight towards the B site. There's nobody here. The rotate is still 5 seconds off. And they can plant behind these boxes and cover. So that will be a bomb down. I'd like to see Lamas take an aggressive corner or something. He needs to, well, easily find a headshot, really. Constantine's going to come over the top, and Noisia doesn't look like he's ready for it. There is a smoke down, but that's like a faux wall. It's pretty fake. And this setup could actually work out for Dink. They need to be able to take out that first man. Eliminating Noisia is a big threat, and Llama's around this corner. Impossible. 9-0. Remember, everybody, we've got 150 people here today. Thank you very much for watching. We're actually gaining those followers as well, but not a lot of people are typing in chat, so make sure to get in the Twitch chat. We'll be going for all 3 best of ones today. Because remember, EFL, if you like Australian CS, if you like either of these 2 teams, we're going to be casting all of their matches. The season for us is just extremely packed. We like helping out these teams. We like giving them the coverage that they deserve. So make sure to get following, because we're going to be bringing you all of this action at the absolute highest quality. That window's pretty funky as well. You drop down, take a little bit of damage. That's the trade-off. Crimson is New Zealand. Is he living in New Zealand, or does he have Chinese heritage? Because I thought that he was from China. Let's see. Yeah, he's from Hong Kong. So, obviously that is, or that was British territory. So, I guess he fits into this pretty effectively. I know that the English level within Hong Kong especially is like really high. So I don't know if they'll be having communication issues. Do we know, has he been living in New Zealand like his whole life? Is he like an Alex who has the UK flag but like never really comes to the UK? He's been living in France since a little boy. I presume he's one of those. I don't really know too much about Crims, but I do know that he's played with Chinese teams, hasn't he? Do you know that, Particle? I think that he has played with Chinese teams. I could be wrong. But I thought I recognized Dinks' alias. Oh, you live with him? That's pretty cool. You should give me some more insider info. Or what you should really do, the big thing that you should do, is join our Discord server, because we do like loads of interviews, loads of content as well. We could do some content. Crims with a big shot, but it is a 1 versus 2 for Valiance right now. He needs 4 frags. Crims is looking around these smokes, and it is a flash again. Oh no, he misses a shot with the AWP, and now tucked in the corner. Constantine misses a shot as well, peeks out. Oh no, Valiant, he might not have a lot of bullets left, but he's got plenty of time, and that's a 4K, a 1 versus 3 to keep the clean streak going. And wow, those sort of miracle rounds usually mean a very dominant scoreline, perhaps even the 16-0. Right now, Dink haven't been able to get anything on the board. They're going for a shaky buy once again. They're finding kills, but not really any success. 11-0 for Breakaway. The dream starts here on Vertigo. Couple of kills inbound. And by the way, that's the EFLGG Discord that I just posted in chat. So make sure that you join that. Particle, you message me as well, and we could get something sorted. 12-0 very likely here. But make sure that you join that Discord, because that's the hub where everything goes down. And all of our admins are there if you want to start a career in esports. Wow, what headshots. This is so one-sided right now, and Dink just going to have no money in this one either. I know they've got the max loss bonus. I feel like there should be a special loss bonus when you're this far behind. Yeah, $16,001 or something. I don't know. It's so silly. This has been a really, really tough game for them, and finally looking to put one on the board, but the A site, sorry, has fallen, and Bomb might be all on his lonesome, but he's about to meet his teammates. Throws it down the gap, and let's see if they can rack up the shots. Angle held by Valiant, knows that there's more players coming in, and there's another one, calls it instantly. There's the re-peek. The refrag. Stingrays in a 1 versus 2. So definitely possible here. It's time for him to face off against Andy, and he peeks into the AWP. 13-0. Chris says, don't worry, Dink will win heavily T-sided map. I'm not sure about that one, my friends. I think this might be all done and dusted. So I don't know the sort of balance of Vertigo right now. I played it literally once on my own, or I played it once or twice. We did a recent event with the British Armed Forces, and I think we turned Vertigo on for a little bit. Oh, right over the top, and look at those entries. Andy's openings have been sublime. Oh, and there's another flick! Andy! Are you joking? That was absolutely unbelievable. 3 quick kills, and he didn't even need the support of his teammates there. He single-handedly closes out this round. There's the wrap. And this whole game might be a wrap. And not a tasty one, not a beautiful chicken wrap. A dirty, with lots of swearing, a proper wrap. 14-0. Are we about to see the first Vertigo 16-0 in history? Are we about to make history here on EFLGG? We've never seen it before in professional play. We might be the first. Somebody get your Reddit account ready. The first ever 16-0 could happen, or it might not. Dink, a couple of kills coming in. Noisy is down to 50. It's up to the A-bomb site now as Andy looking over. There's the peek in the pick. Crims getting aggressive, getting punished. Now Constantine wants to play over the boxes. There's the AWP taken care of. And Andy, he's next in line. He's got an AWP of his own, but this is a 2 versus 4, and they need another clutch. What's going on right now? He knows where Constantine is playing. Oh my god, my whole body jittered. I didn't know if he was going to fall off the map. There's a headshot, and that causes complications towards the B-bomb site. This is for a clean half. One shot, misses. Andy about to get funneled in. There's a player up close. Oh, and he misses the no-scope. Keto, in the meantime, gets that bomb down. And he has got 2 flashes to be able to hold these players out. A 1 versus 2 for the flawless half to make history. The first ever 15-0 half on Vertigo. He's playing on this A-bomb site. On this B-bomb site. And all... it's traffic cones and headshots. Danny trumbles. And Keto, 1 versus 1. Oh, lots of damage. Vexite. Is he going to go down? He needs a headshot straight on the bomb. There's no kit. There's no time. There's no chance and no rounds. It's 0-15. And Breakaway Esports secured the first ever flawless half on Vertigo. Somebody post that on Reddit. That is unreal. 15-0. As we go into the second half, it is an absolute stonker here on Vertigo. Let's see if they can close it out. Are we going to see the first ever 16-0? That's a big record to hit in a professional match. I'm so excited. We might be about to make history. I'm going to be so sad. I might just turn the stream off, go home, go to the pub. If they can't close this out. Breakaway, pressure on the shoulders. Please. Beautiful T-side. Absolutely stunning. And let's see. Let's turn Jeff on and Jamie on. Danny around this corner. He could be about to find this. He's got the angle posted. Block in hand. Misses the shots. Needs a headshot. Oh, and Andy. He capitalizes. There's the headshot. It is going to be an A-take, though, for the Dink duo. 2 players over here. Vexite finds another one. Breakaway. They need another clutch, and this one's going to be difficult. They haven't even got a kit, so they have to speed up. And we've seen how hard this site is to retake. What do Breakaway have up their sleeves? Just a couple of USPSs. And they are about to make their way through. Missed shots, missed shots. Oh, no. The 16-0 doesn't happen. Breakaway. Get the violins out. Do you get paid the same if it goes under time? It's an interesting question. Why, do you want a job? A lot of casters just get paid by the map or match in esports, really. It's a bit like that. I guess that's like TV. You get paid to do a show. So let's say if, like, I don't know, Adrian Charles or whoever does football, he'll just get paid for that episode. I'll say, right, we'll give you 20 grand, you come in for the day. Oh, that is bad, Llamas. I was not expecting that molly to do so much damage. And Dink with the opener. I don't want to talk about specifics with money, you know, but you know, esports is a big money business. Like, there's a lot of money to be made in it for casters, for players, for managers, for all levels of staff, for producers, especially EFLGG. There are big career options open. However, I would say that it's not all about the money. It's like about the love of the business, the love of the game, wanting to do your best. They're not going to be noisier though. The bomb's going down, and there's one. Oh, the headshot, lightning fast. Can't tap away number 3 though. Keto's around this corner. Knows that Constantine is playing close, and pop shots. Oh, and from behind, Llama's able to catch one out. The bomb's going down, and it's an instant find. Keto ends this game. No point picking up weapons because this one is over. It's done and dusted. It's 16-1, and Breakaway Esports go 2-0 in today's proceedings. What a great matchup for them. Fantastic, phenomenal stuff, and Dink just didn't stand an absolute chance. They got pummeled. That T-side from Breakaway was flawless. And they were able to close it out 16-1, which is still the most dominant map win in Vertigo history here on EFLGG. So congratulations to them. A couple of great games here today. In the meantime, we're going to go to a very short break. But don't go anywhere, because when we return, we've got a great match coming up for you. It's the third and final map and match of the day. It's between Riot and Paradox. This is our featured match. This is going to be a good one. Don't go anywhere, because we'll be back in a tick and a talk.
Watch this. It's not over yet.
Can't get him off that thing. Up all night he is.
Stamina. Don't underestimate it.
Dedication! Ready, let's go! That's just what we need!
Watch this. It's not over yet.
Stuff at the back of the B-bomb site.
It's really down to HS to be the majority of this defense here. He needs to really heat up and hit some headshots here. Exactly like what it says on the tin. There's the first one. Nice flick upwards and HS doing all the damage. What was that? HS with a quad kill. He's going absolutely off the rails.
Just 40 seconds on the clock. Shox instantly going to peek into this one, pick it open. Freiburg finding one, but Shox able to counter. S-Tag finds another, and it's Lucky versus 2 to keep G2 in this series. An instant headshot does give him a bomb plan, and now a 1 versus 1 against Stavin, who's straight through this smoke, and Lucky needs to find a finishing frag, gets tagged up. Stav knows exactly where this T-Threat is playing from, but what a headshot. It's overtime. Another man going down, and it is only Shazam left. 1 versus 3 here. This is a deadly dangerous display that I don't think is going to come to fruition. He's got 30 seconds to try and find this bomb plant, and he does so, but he needs all 3 frags right here. Shazam, there's the first. Back between boxes, and a great flick for the second. He knows that Fugly is closing in, but with the AK-47, he could actually finish off this map right here. Shazam needs the 3rd and final pickup, but this has to be a fast shot. Misses, and now he can close in, but it's the no-scope. Shazam, unbelievable stuff. He is getting shot in the face, mainly by Tolnu, who has been the star player so far. Remember, we pointed out and highlighted MBK. Such a solid, consistent player, but instead it's LDLC finding the headshots. Then with 2, 3, 4 frags. What was that spray down? Ramp gets shut down, and he is going for the ace. Knows where the 5th and final man is. It's Apex. Throws the rifle right over the top, but he gets sprayed as well, and it's a beautiful ace over by Ramp.
Clutch scenario. Order. Really looking for another round right here. Valiance is 1 shot away with any gun today.
Oh my goodness! INS shoots right over his head. Oh my god, he was 1 bullet away. And suddenly it's 9-1. Valiant showing off some backwards bunny hopping skills. Oh, that was right above his head.
Backs off after nailing one, and it shocks through the back and mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel, and that is classic vintage Shoxy right there. 12-12 equalizer could actually force up a 3rd map here.
Nailing one, shocks through the back and mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel.
Got Relaxer coming from behind. He's on short.
Goodbye.
There's the opener shot hit. The bomb is planted right for him. He's got this angle nailed down and lined up. They need to just bait a shot out of him.
Goodbye.
And, oh, there it is, but he nails it straight up. So just before the Molotov goes down, he needs to stop this. Oh, and he has stopped the defuse from coming in. Another shot from Relaxer, who does everything. A quad kill, a 1 versus 4 on the A bomb site. And that is map and match point.
Avantgarde, they are losing precious players towards this A-bomb site. The C4 finally getting downed, as it is just James left. Oh, it was the star, and that's a pair of headshots to show us exactly why. MBK just holding down the angle, and he could very easily find the pickups, but it's the Glock instead. What a quad kill there to start things off today. And Avantgarde starting off incredibly strong. Minute 40 on the clock. We'll see a 30th round here. Oh, and Jane, what a stunning tracer shot there. Apex drops, and how does he do it, Jane? Another just lining up faces. Vitality peeking into this dangerous crosshair, and now Zaiwu has to battle back twice as hard. Charging him down, MBK with a Opening headshot, Quicker drops. I don't know if they know that this AWP is up close and personal, but they certainly do now. Jane fires in, there's a second shot. Oh, and Jane does everything. Lines up 3 and 4 players. Unbelievable. The A bomb site gets shut down. How does he manage it? Every single angle covered.
Oh, what's this? Oh my god, it's over. That's over. Mal's career is over. Mal can never play Counter-Strike again. I don't care what happens. He can never play Counter-Strike ever again. That's it. Done.
But Mixwell still has to sneak his way out of A main, and he's got company from behind. That nade right over the top isn't going to do anything but a fast flick on 1 all in the second. Mixwell blasts his way out of that situation with a pair of frags and 28 HP to his name. Now he needs to rotate towards the B bomb site. He's only got 10 seconds left on the clock. I'm not sure he's got enough time for this one. That bomb takes 4 seconds to plant and he needs to get it last possible second. How does he manage it? Now the rotate has to come through. A 1 versus 3 that seemed impossible earlier now seems almost probable. And it might be pistol in hand to try and crack this one. Makes his way through. It's Deagle out instead. Him closing up the distance. Even behind in the flick.
3v1. They're on the site. Bomb isn't there though. Full rotation gonna be coming in here as he goes all the way to B site. One last member, Freiberg, 1v2. He's able to take down 1. The bomb is planted. Freiberg actually just gets spotted right as he zooms out of the scope. He does have the up. The one-shot potential is there. He misses. Freiberg gets 1. 1v1. Freiberg now. He's on the site. He gets 1 and he gets the headshot and the defuse. Are you freaking kidding me, Freiberg?
Oh, yeah!
Oh, whoa, whoa! Andrew! The Deagle Blaze picking up 2.
Now in a 2 versus 3, they need to stop this bomb from being defused, but he's hidden away in cover, and these USPSs can't connect with the shots. Zinken is still alive and wasting plenty of time. Zori has to hold it up and defend his teammate, but Zinken's going for these shots. He's trying to do it, but Zori's still on this bomb. He finally gets the defuse. The shots hit just an instant too late.
He is waiting in Nexa with an instant assassination. They spot out Kicker as well. He goes for the cross, and well, this is the flash over to allow the peak for Otto. But yeah, what a nuts shot! Kicker, he's gone.
For Otto, but yeah, what a nuts shot!
Going to be coming in. Oh, the jump going to be able to get them some information. The flash is going to be there, but now's the time to be aggressive. Then Hunden's preoccupied at the moment. A couple of members already going to be storming the site. Freiberg takes 1 down. Hunden and Acker combine together to get another one, but doesn't matter. Finally, Hunden able to take 1 down. He turns around, and Hunden gets 3 quick kills in a row while he's wounded. Where was this in the first half? Are you freaking kidding me?
Trying to tap him away. Stuff in the pit. Can't find it. Not playing very aggressive this time. He's trying to smoke and he finds the second flick. Oh, the third knock! Hitting everything. Almost hits the 4th. Lethal and brutal on this B bomb site. He doesn't really know that he's not defusing just yet. He has to bait out the second man as well. There's the kit and the smoke. I think he might be able to do this. He does bait him out. Oh, there's the headshot! Nicely done, Existence Galaxy. We've got Relaxer coming from behind. He's on short.
Goodbye.
There's the opener shot hit. The bomb is planted right for him. He's got this angle nailed down and lined up. They need to just bait a shot out of him.
Goodbye.
And, oh, there it is, but he nails it straight up. So just before the Molotov goes down, he needs to stop this. Oh, and he has stopped the defuse from coming in. Another shot from Relaxer, who does everything. A quad kill. A 1 versus 4 on the A-bomb site. And that is map and match point. And now Zai Wu in a 1 versus 2. He needs to breach open here, and he does spot out Freeman. There comes the crossfire, and Zai Wu, they both miss. I don't know how this is even able to happen, but with the AWP place, Zai Wu's able to find both. Unbelievable. Zai Wu. 30 seconds left. Hayes shoots one right over the top line and leaves Zai Wu in a crucial 1 versus 3. He gets tagged by the flash, and through the smoke, Case just gets caught off guard. He's able to do damage and stay alive for now another Zai Wu 1v2. This time to finish off the entirety of Inferno and to push them through to nuke 1-0 up. Oh, there's a headshot. Oh, and another one. Zai Wu, how does he even manage it time after time? They go through to nuke 1-0 up. Immediately in the flank, Poggers have the single USPS on tobacco at the back of this B-bomb site. They obviously need this pickup. Sprout not finding the initial headshots though. It's the Deagles that picking instead. Tobacco towards the back of this site, gonna nail another one, and it's only Dennis remaining. He's trying to close in, and Tobacco sideswipes him and finds the headshot. 4-12. Poggers stays in.
Watch this. It's not over yet.
Can't get him off that thing. Up all night he is.
Stamina. Don't underestimate it.
Dedication! Ready, let's go! That's just what we need!
Let's
Bonjour and bonsoir, everybody. We are back. It might feel like all the action's come to a close, but it absolutely hasn't, because our star match is about to go live. They are preparing in the server right now. Paradox Gaming versus Riot Gaming. This Battle of the Gaming's Battle for Australia. This is a big match because both of these teams are quite evenly matched. It's going live on Mirage. They're getting all warmed up. But just before, I think we've got enough time to meet both of the teams. First up, it's Riot Esports. So Riot Gaming, a bit of an incomplete roster. They've got their 4, but we don't really know who their 5th is going to be. Remember, there's a lot of roster shuffles coming up before this season really gets started. You can make a couple of roster moves anyway, and we saw that from Breakaway just a moment ago, that they will be putting that into practice. Riot, with those 4 players, I think Willie KS is the biggest name there, but you've got A-Rez Olef as well. Big names from the Australian scene. Good stats all across the board, and their best map is Mirage. So going live on this one, we're maybe expecting them to do quite well in this map because they have played a lot of CS, especially in the last season. Now to the favourites, the ones who I am predicting to win this game. It's Paradox Gaming. So 80 maps played, slightly more experience here in the ESEA MDL, of course. Lots of wins on the board last season as well. I think this is one of the closest matches of the day, but still kind of one-sided. Also, a couple of roster issues as well. They haven't got a stable 5, and you know, Paradox with games all across the board. Lots of stats there, and 142nd world ranking. I think it's time to get into this game. They're just warming up here on Mirage.
Yeah. We be burning, not concerning what nobody wanna see. We be working on a hustle, yeah, we do this every day. Rolling around, trying to get out. Elevation, what I need now. It's all I'm about. 'Cause you know when we burning up. No, no, there ain't no coming down. 'Cause you know when we burning up. No, no, there ain't no coming down. We burning, baby. Just give me the chance and we'll be clubbing, y'all.
So live into this one, 0-0, Riot Gaming starting on that T side. And of course you've got Paradox on CT. They're set up very nicely here to eliminate this A push. And Leia's going to take away 2 and 3. Great headshot for the third. And he even swings out for man number 4. That's Willie KS, final to go down. Riot Gaming not standing a chance on that A-bomb site. That was an absolute whitewash. What an absolute blasting there they got. They had 4 players on that A-bomb site. And of course, this isn't Vertigo anymore. This is Mirage, a map that both of these teams are going to be very experienced on. Remember that this is Riot's suggested best map, but it's also Paradox's. So we're expecting somewhat of a barn burner today. Both teams should know how to, well, be able to get wins on the board on this one. For lots of Glauks. Fisher about to go for the peak upwards. And might be a bit messy, but does find the shot in the end. I think if there were 2 players there, he would have probably got instantly taken down. He might have jumped into cover as well. It's quite hard to criticize somebody when they instantly find a frag. (1-0) on the board, and Dirty American up close with the Emperor ONS. Willie around the corner, bomb dropped, 3 versus 5. And remember, who actually is that? Oh, this is looking like a whitewash. Kingfisher always in the open, and there's the headshot as well. 2-0 on the board, and Paradox Gaming obviously in with a good start. Nice ad. Thank you very much. We of course got adverts from our partners here today. British Army, GT Omega, Valve. Thank you very much to all of those for making this possible. Great companies. Nade down the top, and A-Res even survives on 1 HP. Just a single point of HP. Inject towards the top of mid. Isn't really going to find anything just yet. Of course, 64 points of health for him. And Kingfisher going for this, well, aggressive peak once again. He likes to step into Palace, or into Apps even. Watch down. A lot of advantages there. With a minute 50 on the clock. Of course, Paradox Gaming don't have supreme weaponry here. Double Famous, UMP, Scout. They're not the favourable weapons. However, their cash will certainly be at least favourable going into this one. If they can win it, if they lose it, no worries. They go into round number 4 with a full buy. It'll be the 1400 loss bonus, and they'll all be around this 4000 marker. Couple of kills coming through. Doesn't look like they're going to lose this one, but there's the instant peek out. Chubs doesn't check his corners. And Riot Gaming level this to a 2 versus 3. But A-Riz, he's only on 1 HP. Willie KS has to do everything, and he's watching towards short for the open plant. Wants to defend it. There's the headshot. Doesn't really get tagged down too much. And it's a 1 HP clutch. Can A-Riz find it? 1 versus 2. Kingfisher's in the back, and he's a difficult player to take down. The Famers finds him. He gets sent tumbling. Look at that. Make yourself comfy. Feet up. But right now, it's Paradox cruising. We've got 320 people here watching CSGO Fight Night here today. Thank you very much. And maybe, whilst you're at it, if you're enjoying yourself, follow the channel and go and follow /CSGO Fight Night. That's twitch.tv/CSGO Fight Night. That's where we put the majority of our CS action. The big matches, they go there. So if you're interested in following the whole of the ESEA season, make sure to follow EFLGG and CSGO Fight Night. And if you do follow here, you can obviously type in the chat. I'll be reading that chat as well. And maybe you'll write nicer things than Tim Cans did. And not try and hurt my feelings. Chubster, bit of a spray down. Lots of damage, but not a lot of frags. Only the one for him. Leius chips in with a kill as well. This is going to be a very difficult bomb to get down. Oh, without that headshot at least. Ares hits a stunner. And he'll be able to get this bomb down just in time. The follow-up misses. He's stuck on the site. Reload in. Dirty American with one. And Ares stuck between a rock and a hard place. Straight through the top of the box. 3-night. 3-0. 3-0. 3-zilch. Or 4 zilch. All of those scorelines are wrong. It's obviously 4-0. Paradox, obviously looking good. They're the predicted team to win this one. Pretty big odds on them. The closest game of the day, though, as per predictions. I don't necessarily know what the odds are. Should I go and check them out? Yeah, so we're looking at like a 1.4 for Riot and a 2.53 for Paradox. Wait, are people saying that Riot are the favourites going into this one? It looks like people are saying that Riot are the favourites. I would probably not go with that. I think that it might be Paradox looking favoured in this matchup. That's a bit weird because I just checked out the betting odds and it does seem like Riot Gaming don't have the aren't underdogs coming into this match, but I would say that that's a bit of a mistake. Yeah, I think the Riot do have a chance, but I just don't think they're favoured. I think this is a close game, and maybe a bit closer than people predict or think. Second gun round is going to be very telling, though. If Paradox can win this one, then they will have built themselves up a nice lead. Ares on the site, able to pick one off. They know exactly where Dirty is. He's playing in the corner, and he needs to swing out for a second shot, but it doesn't happen. It's 1 versus 3, and there are the headshots. Ares, a great round, 3 frags. So, big game here today for both teams. These close games are the ones that you've got to be winning in the ESEA MDL. You only get a couple of chances to get the average points on the board. So the ones where you're favourite, you've got to win all of those. Against the top teams, winning one of those is obviously a boost, and then it all comes down to these close games as well, because you know the bottom of the pile, you're probably going to be beating those teams. You've got the likes of Jade and Dink that we saw earlier. Yeah, we've got people in the chat who have been betting on Riot. But I don't know why. I don't think the odds are there. Let's see if they win it. Because I would say, as per the odds, I'd say this is like 50-50 with just favouring Paradox on this map. Let's see, Tensei. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Last bullet frag for Mujuice there. That's a robbery. And Paradox have been struggling with this. Spots one out. Dirty American with a quick frag. Flash onto the A-bomb site. Not going to connect. He gets flashed himself and wants to get up close. And They are playing directly behind those boxes. Guesses wrong angle, but it is a 1 versus 2. Inject has to do it all with the AWP. This was a favourable round for Riot, and one that, well, Paradox might be about to pull back. Flash in, and Dirty American goes for the peak as well. Great teamwork there. That's exactly why I'd be favouring Paradox going into this one. 5-2. I do feel like this is going to be a close game, though. We've had some pretty even rounds so far. Three towards mid. Riot. I'm wanting to cause a riot right now. And the B site split has actually been their best move. I think the B site's slightly weaker. Kingfisher's not really been on it today. I know he's got 5 frags, but had the opportunity for a couple more. Paradox have completely forfeited mid control as well. So I'm a little bit worried for them in this one. It's, well, pincering up to be maybe even an A split. Riot have lots of options, and that's due to Paradox playing extremely passive play. What do you think? Who do you think will win ESEA AU? Well, I'm gonna say Greyhound going into it initially. I think that they're the most solid team. I know last time they got taken out by Order, but this time they'll definitely make playoffs, and then it's all about those best of 3s, isn't it? So getting 2-0 by Order was, I think, a bit of a surprise because Greyhound really want to cement themselves as at least the second best team in AU below Renegades. So I would say for this one, Greyhound. I think that Renegades should be worried about that team as well. They're definitely a threat in any matchup they go into. I know that they've played Fnatic this morning, so they've got experience at like the higher levels of CS. And I know that Fnatic 2-1 them, but that was a close game. They took an overtime map on Mirage and 16-12 on Inferno as well, a slight loss. And of course, against a team like Fnatic, I know that they're not the Fnatic that they used to be, but they've still got that, like a couple of little dream teams in there. Like Exist is decent as well as an in-game leader. I would say maybe one of the more overrated in-game leaders. I'm not the biggest fan in the world. I don't think he's going to carry a team. However, then you've got Crimson JW, obviously, great players. I think Crimson is probably one of the best players of all time. And then JW as well has an incredibly high skill ceiling. So when you're playing against caliber a player like that, you're kind of expecting to lose. Willie KS spray down. Orb straight through. Oh, and a secondary. Inject is all the way out of the action as Tensei finds 4 fast frags. He needs to get on the bomb though, and oh, that Molotov's going to work wonders. Inject has to push straight through. He smokes it off and he has to push against Kingfisher. Not going to happen. You have to get your skates on if you're going for that bomb. I really hate holding ramp when the bomb is planted in relative cover. A last second defuse. Oh, 0.3 seconds there. So Paradox cutting it tooth and nail, 7-2, and they're looking like the commanding dominant team right now. I know their odds were in the toilet, but I came into this game saying, yeah, Paradox favourites. They are the team who's had experience at the higher levels. I know that Riot have bigger players and fairly popular names in the Australian scene, but I think that those odds are tilted by people who aren't like experts. Obviously, we've got a very mainstream audience for these matches. There's the Opportunity for a retake now. 4 versus 4. Tensei tries to force the issue. Nade straight inwards. Doesn't really connect. I'd always be pushing off the back of that. Dirty American is very quickly into this site. They've let him get up close and personal. He's the point man and the danger man right now as he eliminates Ares. They've got 3 more to find though. And this Orc might be able to do it. Kingfisher. Oh, he whiffs a bullet. It's Inject. In apps, might get taken down. Quick little pick, and Mood Juice last alive. They need to get on this. Boom! And yes, the Orp's able to find it. 8-2. My prediction standing up, and it looks like Paradox are starting to run away with this first half. We've seen very T-sided performances in the previous 2 games here today. However, Paradox showing their might and strength and resilience on CT side. Right, we're able to challenge them earlier, and a lot of these rounds are close, so they're getting consistent buys in. They're getting the bomb down, extra $650, lots of money in your pocket. That's what you want. Oh, that was a nasty nade. Mood Juice. That makes him one shot to all of these M4s, remember. That's your main reason for tossing out those nades. Just to do that initial 11 damage, because that M4 in the head is going to do 89 at long range. So you need that one tap potential at all times to give yourself some sort of advantage. I think Tensei, missed him. He didn't really spot that one out. Gives the information to Lays, and he's right back away. The Palace player can't punish. And that's the big mistake of the round. Olive should have been right there. Should have been able to get that headshot. Spotted onto short. Oh, and that's an assassination there. Kingfisher next in line, and Ares drops. So a 3 versus 2. Lays is already here. Misses the players on the cross, but he's already been spotted likewise. Ares goes for the aggressive peek on the B-bomb site, and it's all down to Tensei, 1v2. He knows where one of the players are. He's obviously towards short, but he's got company towards Palace also. And Inject can go for any form of peak. And he's right on top of Van. There's the headshot. 8-3. We are 3 hours into our ESEA coverage here today, ladies and gents. We've got an 8-3 scoreline now between Paradox and Riot Gaming, which has been posted as the closer match for today. Of course, 2 reputable organizations. They've even got logos. 8-3 is a scoreline, and Riot Gaming has an opportunity to close this up now. Paradox goes for the force buy. If they lose this, it's likely going to be 8-5, as they have to eco in the next. Why are people saying rigged? Because the favourite isn't winning. If you lose your bet, you gotta call it rigged. That's the rules. That's the law. It's going to be the B split once again. All 5 players over here for Paradox. Right, have no idea. They need the frags. Oh, and here come the pistols. Dirty American, 2 kills instantly in with the MP9. Riot gets slammed. Just Inject left, and he even gets naded as well. 43 HP. His teammates in flames. They're in the ashes. And it is 1 minute on the clock as he tries to go for the wraparound. They walked into a solid stack there. It's 3 AK salvaged, and Inject might be forced to save. 45 seconds on the clock, and that is a full force buy win. Paradox Gaming right back, causing big troubles to Riot. Wrench Lord wants Riot to take the second pistol round. I'll tell them. Riot, take the second pistol. Wrench wants it. I got you, man. I got you. I've got your back covered. Right now, they're not winning much. 9-3. They're not taking consecutive rounds. And that's a big issue. Got to wrap rounds together. That'll eliminate the CT economy and make sure that you've got guns in your hands yourself. Picks onto mid, and oh, it's a shutdown. A-Res with a couple of nice kills. And that smoke obviously looks suspicious. You're always waiting for somebody to push through that. Smoked off short, smoked underpass, and obviously mid window as well. So 3 separate positions taken care of, and Kingfisher alive, levels the playing field, 3 versus 3 now. Dirty American going to go for this peak, but it's right into the waiting arms of Olif. He might be able to pick up 2 kills as well. Kingfisher down to 7 HP, and Olif doing it all on his own. That's definitely a difference maker there. He made a couple of mistakes last couple of rounds, not punishing, not finding his teammates' backs, but now he's looking a lot better. Boom. 9-4, and with 1:50 left, Riot Gaming are looking for the A bomb site again. Paradox have adjusted their defense though. Now they've got 3 players over here, and the 4th is going to be on very fast rotate. He'll get smoked off though. It's Chubster over in window. And, oh, instant frags. Olif straight onto the bomb site. Wants to control his spray down, but there are just too many players here. They can't go for the cross. They needed to just get that bomb down in passive play. But now, they get stuck 1 versus 3. Inject survives. That smoke is absolutely horrible. He's got a big gap in it, I think, on the left-hand side. Oh, no, it isn't. It's perfect. I apologise. When you've got the bomb site, you don't have to overextend with that bomb. I don't know if they wanted an open plant. They've obviously been screwed by going for the closed plant before, and then Paradox taking the retake, but you could plant at the other side in inch box. You'd need to do it within a smoke probably at that position, but you know, Paradox, or you just plant closed. You just bite the bullet and try and nail it, but there's no way that Inject's going to win this. There's a player towards short, and of course Palace player. That's Chubster. He's the insurance policy right now. He's got 50 HP left, so he can even take a firefight. And with 15 seconds left, he's instantly on that bomb planter. 10-4. So 1:35. Oh, and that's a beautiful nade. Look at that. Bounces in. Willie's the only player who doesn't get roasted by that. And now it's going to make the mow down from the farmers a lot easier. Inject finally gets the punish. He has to shoot him through the wall as well. That was not a guaranteed frag by any means. 11-4 on the cards for Paradox Gaming if they can secure this one. 10-5 with the pistol. Actually closes his game back up. So Riot Gaming have some opportunities right now. Even at 11-4, and then you get the pistol, you're looking at an 11-6, 11-7 scoreline. And then it's all about what you can do to the T economy. If you can have a lockdown, then it might all be said and done. Only KS, just not waiting for it. Why would you hold that angle? It's one of the worst in the game. And inject, the instant pickup. Oh, and Tensei actually gets the swing. It's going to be 11-4 at the end of the half. A very nice half from Paradox Gaming, as they are the decisive leaders here. So, second half about to start. This isn't live right now, so don't worry about that. But this certainly is 4-11. Riot. Going for 4 lots of Kevlar, single kit. There's the smoke as well on Juice. That's like your little ninja pack. And Paradox going for the A-bomb site. All 5 players over here. It's going to be a Spring, 3 from Palace, and then executing 2 from the connector. The nades going up and over. They've still got 2 flashes left, but the CT's actually finding the initial frags. Olaf and Tensei. Well, Tensei finally finding a pair of kills. Juice is here, and he's going for the tapways. Remember, he hasn't got Kevlar, but against Tensei, you have to be very careful. There's no real cover to plant him right now, and oh, there's a follow-up headshot. 3 kills from him, and now Kingfisher has to do it all. He's behind this metal crate, this double box, and he gets caught out by Juice. There's the headshot, 5-11. Riot Gaming might be back in this game. And Wrench Lord, you got what you came for. So what were the odds? What were the odds on that? Did you just bet on the second pistol round? You bet on Riot's pistol round that they'd win it? Yeah, remember that Mirage statistically is actually both of these teams' better maps. Kingfisher does get 1 single frag, but remember this is only pistol, so nothing really to worry about. Let's see if the Deagle can do any damage. Tensei, another instant headshot, and it's Leus versus 2. Oh, that Molly might be able to single-handedly finish him off. Is it going to stretch? No, it doesn't, so he's still alive. But he's got a lot of time on the clock left to try and survive here. He's hidden away in the smoke. I'd be looking to replace that. He doesn't have one. Oh, nade at the back of the site, and they know exactly where he is. They can just funnel him in. The Glock is so weak. It's going to be 6-11. We've got almost 500 people here today. Make sure to get in that Twitch chat. Follow EFLGG. I'll be answering your questions for the rest of this stream. And if you've got your notifications on, it will give you a nice, cute little go live notification when we're here for the ESEA MDL action. So we'll be here most mornings. We've got 2 months of CS. Solid. And by the way, not supposed to say this, but we've also got a couple of surprises in store. Oh, there's the first and the second. MP9 mowing down rifles. And oh, the all misses. What was that? Tensei. Oh, no. That must be just sickening. And there's the dink on the final man. Dirty American drops. And I don't know how you missed that AWP shot. He could have just put a bayonet on the end of his AWP and just stabbed him with it. You could have 7-11. Device wouldn't miss those shots. Device, very nice. So another pistol for Paradox. They decide to eat the eco in the fourth of the half. So yeah, this is looking like a standard fake. This could definitely work out, but you need to find a kill on the A-bomb site, and that's quite difficult to do. And with Chubster going down, that leaves the bomb quite exposed. Kingfisher is way out in the open. You've got to be going close range with those CZs, and I know one man's been spotted, but no shots hit. Tensei drops next, and Leia's final man probably won't even find one. Good shot. And Riot Gaming back in this game, 11-8. Simple wouldn't miss anything, says the Yoda Game. You're absolutely right. Simple. Aerosmith don't want to miss a thing. And he doesn't. He sees you when you're sleeping, when your heart is beating. See, I don't really know the lyrics, but it fits. Simple is a Terminator. Paradox's T-side has been really underwhelming. This has been poor. They're going for single-handed peaks, so there's nobody there to watch it. And Kingfisher doesn't have a good plan either, just like peeking into mid. There's a shot. Oh, and another! Leias easily opens up the A-bomb site, and that's why you can't snooze on these Paradox players. Willie spots another. A minute on the clockety dock. And it is going to be Leias holding down the A site single-handedly, watching up top. He's got half HP to be able to do this one. And when Willie coming in the back, I think Paradox need to be very cautious of this, and I don't think they will be. This is a very effective flank right now. Riot Gaming hold all the cards, and no, he's going to... Why is he going towards the B site? They know that it's A. Leias literally has got 2 kills on the A bomb site, and for some reason, he's going to the other side of the map. This is when you overthink the situation. You know where they are, and you've just given away the round. This might be one of the final damaging blows to the Riot Gaming side. Permitting peaks like that don't affect them. It's going to be a 2 versus 2 here, and this Molotov and nade combination, you should be throwing it towards the back of the A site. I don't know why they're wasting these. These nades are horrible, and straight through the box, Tensei does it. A deserved loss for Riot. That was just so many mistakes. Mistake, 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 mistake. You need to Molotov the back of that site. The nades, they had an HE and a Molotov. That would have been a guaranteed kill and would have forced a second man out. You're in such a crucial position of the game as well, where if you win it, Paradox are back to ecos, and you can start to close this score up. I just don't understand why they'd be focusing their attention on ramp. The bomb is planted inside of the site anyway, so you don't even need to really worry about that ramp player. Like, maybe throw a smoke in front of it, but you don't need to waste all your utility. Like, you know that they're playing towards Ninja, so why would you gamble your nades towards ramp when you've got a guaranteed hit? It's like you know where the battleship is and you still choose E4. 8-12. And Dirty American with a MAC-10. Everybody else with rifles shows how just shaky the Paradox money is. They've got nothing. And if Riot Gaming can win this one, they will probably force somewhat of an eco. It might even just be a force buy once again. Let's get spotted trying to go for a peek. And Ariz is up close and personal. That's a smoke down. and might even slow down this push. They're going to flash straight outwards. He gets fully flashed. Ariz, well, peeks at the wrong time, and Paradox able to crunch up the initial A take. It's a bomb down, and the AWP now tries to hold. Kingfisher didn't really need that angle. But nonetheless, it's an open bomb plant, difficult retake, and that smoke's going to do them a couple of favours. They need to get on that bomb quite quickly, though, and I would have maybe used one of the smokes for that defuse. Oh, it's a kill, and straight back through the smoke. Tensei, how the hell's he still alive? He comes back for more, stops the bomb plant once again. Tensei single-handedly rips open the round, and Riot Gaming, they're forced to ecos. This game might even be over. Just stunning play in the crucial key situation. Tensei, all the pressure on his shoulders, and he just dives through the smoke like a jumping beetle, stings his opponents, and sure, that's going to hurt. They're going to be sent to A&E. Or as they call it in Australia, A&I. One minute 35 on the clock. 528 people here watching the CSGO shenanigans on EFL GG. Make sure to drop a follow. If you like what you're seeing, we're going to be live just so much. It'll make your head spin how much we're going to be live. 1 minute 20 on the clock, and already the kills coming through. It's going to be 14-8 after this one. Riot Gaming on their absolute last cigar. And they've smoked half of it. Taps in towards the A bomb site. Moves his way off the map. 8-14. It's a sad, sad situation. The underdogs apparently. I predicted Paradox to win this one, but all of the chat said I was wrong. Who's wrong now? I don't want to rub it in. So 8-14, a quick pause before we get back into this one. And Riot's obviously got the AWP, not many nades. 4 smokes between them, just the 1 Molotov between the 5. That's on Moojuice. And he's got it in his hand, so I think he's going to be throwing this molly out just so for... And you just heard it go. That was their only molly. Psh! It went. Brutal flashes. Inject takes it in the face. And trying to peer over these smokes, but it's not working out. Chumpster. Oh, Chumpster! Unbelievable. 2 easy headshots. He made it look like a magic trick. Tapping them out of the server, both through the smoke. No visual, but 2 kills. Someone get this guy a ban. That was just so crazy. Someone clip that, put it on Reddit. Someone needs to get that guy placed in the British Army. Moojuice last alive. He's finally going to stay alive. He's up in apps. That was just crazy stuff. Stuff that you barely ever see. It's just that stray bullet. He just turned 90 degrees. Pop. Dead. EFL, love your streams. Ido303. Love you, man. Thank you very much for your support. 1 minute 40 on the clock, and Olaf, can't push forward any further. They've still got Willie on this site, and he is looking to just dodge and maybe find some kills. Player turned around. It's going to be the instant frag. 4 versus 3 now. 2 versus 3. Riot Gaming might be about to lose this one. Kill straight through the corner of that smoke. Bit of a gap in it, and it's just Inject versus 2. He's got to do a lot of work, and he's getting burned alive. 55 HP. Bomb might be down in the open, but he also is. He stood like a loose cannon right now and needs to find these shots. Kingfisher's got a lot of health, but if he can find him first, he can't. It's Kingfisher to find it. That's the kill in the round. 16-7, and obviously Paradox taking the win here today. Great game from them, all things considered. A brilliant, beautiful performance from Paradox, and overall a great show. They were the underdogs coming into this one. EFLGG told you that this was going to be a Paradox win, and we were absolutely right on that one. Despite the odds, despite all of that, I think Riot's just a big organization, a big name. People recognize it. They're going to put their money and bets on it. So expected, I would say, but it just leaves me a little bit of time to say thank you so much for watching here today. We really, really appreciate it. Riot versus Paradox, great game, and 2 other beautiful performances from Breakaway Esports. We're going to be back tonight with the North American ESEA action, so make sure you drop a follow if you want to see all of that. Until then, we'll see you next time.
Watch this. It's not over yet.
Can't get him off that thing. Up all night he is.
Stamina. Don't underestimate it.
Dedication! Ready, let's go! That's just what we need!
Backs off after nailing one, and it shocks through the back of mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel, and that is classic vintage Shoxy right there. 12-12 equalizer, could actually force up a third map here.
Nailing one, shocks through the back of mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel.
We've got Relaxer coming from behind. He's on short.
Goodbye.
There's the opener shot hit. The bomb is planted right for him. He's got this angle nailed down and lined up. They need to just bait a shot out of him.
Goodbye.
Here, and oh, there it is, but he nails it straight up. So just before the Molotov goes down, he needs to stop this. Oh, and he has stopped the defuse from coming in. Another shot from Relaxer, who does everything. A quad kill, a 1 versus 4 on the A bomb site, and that is map and match point.
Avant-Garde, they are losing precious players towards this A bomb site. The C4 finally getting downed, as it is just James left. It was the star, and that's a pair of headshots to show us exactly why. MBK just holding down the angle, and he could very easily find the pickups, but it's the Glock instead. What a quad kill there to start things off today. And Avant-Garde starting off incredibly strong. Minute 40 on the clock. We will see a 30th round here. Oh, and Jane, what a stunning tracer shot there. Apex drops. And how does he do it, James? Another just lining up faces. Vitality peeking into this dangerous crosshair. And now Zaiwu has to battle back twice as hard. Charging him down. MBK with a opening headshot, quicker drops. I don't know if they know that this AWP is up close and personal, but they certainly do now. Jane fires in, there's a second shot. Oh, and Jane does everything. Lines up 3 and 4 players. Unbelievable. The A bomb site gets shut down. How does he manage it? Every single angle covered.